Hello, lovers. It is me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, to bring us messages of direction towards our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and of the planetary bodies surrounding us. But do know that this message is going to be unlimited no matter when you hear it because energy is simply cyclical. So I just noticed that myself as I posted a short from a couple weeks ago. I think it was for Scorpio, talking about the prima donna seeing as the Cancerian sign, and that is about understanding the payoff versus risk of things. Yes, all the training, all the money, all the sacrifice that a prima donna singer to rise to that level, for example, like an opera, that's a lot of sacrifice. And at the end of the day, if we are thinking that thing is going to make me happy, right? Because this is where Venus is sitting right now. If we're thinking that thing is going to make me happy, and we get to that height of the prima donna level, and it's like, well, where's my happiness? It's because that was not derived from a place within. It was expecting that happiness to come from the outside in. So that is an example of how energy is cyclical. I forget where Cancer was at that point. I think Jupiter. So we are back around now. Also, the nodes of fate have shifted yet again. Normally, they're really, really slow. I put it in my write-up today. Normally, they're painfully slow because the nodes of destiny and the nodes of karma take 18 months per sign to go all the way through the zodiacal wheel. And by the time we get back around to Pisces again, where the north node of destiny is right now, it'll be 18 years. So if you can think back to June of 1996 through December of 2007, that's the last time we had the North Node in Pisces. Let me know what was going on for you then. And I put the times before that as well. I believe it was 88 and 89 the last time. They are in the description box below. Hi, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Miss Judy Jude in the house with Kathy in the house. And Brett's finally here. Where you been? Here for a bit. We'll take it. And we've got also Miss Peg in the house. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know Kaylee has kids for a bit, so she'll be haranguing children's right now. So let's go ahead and see where we go. Today is a special 2-day. So if your birthday adds up to the number 20, that does still reduce to a life path 2. However, it is a special life path too. It is the path of notoriety because the 20 card is the 20 card of judgment. And I put in my write-up today, make a note if you see any actual horns, not like a horn, the honking horn of a car, but more of the actual instrument. Okay, and that is 33, the master teacher. The reason I'm saying a horn as a sign or symbol is because the card of judgment features Archangel Gabriel sounding the horn of judgment that resurrects past life soulmates and resurrects lessons our soul has been trying to learn over and over again. This is the last of only 20 days this whole entire year. So we only have 3 more paths of notoriety. Okay. This is a 33 energy right there. So again, master teacher, and it says joyful muse, inspiration. Okay, that feels good. Let's see what's driving our energy today. The number 30. So in essence, we have a 333. That's going to be talking about the divine trinity. Of course, a double 3 would be an energy of the lovers, which we are in a month of the lovers for June. So happy June birthdays. Happy birthdays to my second deacon Geminis there. Give me a shout out if your son is in the second deacon of Gemini. And also any Cancerians that have June birthdays. I know they're mostly July, but there are a few of us that are June Cancerians. So look at all these 3s. So we've got Empress energy here, and then we have this horseman denoting the herald of change. All right. Also on Tuesday's read, it has a gold thumbnail. We had the number 20 card called Imagine, and there was like 3 different instances where John Lennon songs came up in that reading. So if that artist resonates for you, you may want to check out that gold reading with the gold tab. All right, let's see where we go here in the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Been seeing a lot of twos as well. Saturday would be our first 22-day of June, which is the Master Builder and Emperor Day. Today's the 4th, so we may see the Emperor show up. It may be this Emperor or Yang energy making the judgment call, okay, or with 20 years ago being 2006, that could be an emperor coming into balance. Balancing is internal yin and yang, so that he is more magnetically attracted to that divine soulmate. Okay. And then I also wanted to make a note, lots of 6s and 20s all over the notes today. Today's Sun and Gemini is 2 Dutch children talking, which famously is the 6 of Cups. Now that's a Scorpio energy, but remember these symbols were divined 100 years ago, 101 years ago, actually. So they're, tarot did come out 500 years ago. However, these were the signs and symbols that this woman has. And this is about somebody that knows us to our root, can confirm and validate who we are. They understand the essence of us. They hear our unguarded, graphic truth, someone you'd only tell the real to. That is the Sun's energy today, that of Gemini's, the lovers, plus add in the Scorpios, 6 of Cups energy there. And of course, we have a stellium in Cancer. So wherever Cancer is in your chart, there's going to be a lot of energy flowing through there. Let's see what you guys are coming in as. Well, Knight of Swords. So some kind of fast truth. Again, that's Gemini energy right there. We didn't pull this card. This is one of my brand new decks that I waited forever for, and that card never came up. It's almost as if that horse, the way that she's holding her sword, doesn't it kind of look like the horse is indeed a unicorn? That could have to do with maybe some of the illusion that's happening right now. In the energy, we have Uranus in Gemini, which is the planet of shock and surprises. So Gemini energy coming in hard here. Let's look at what the situation is. I'm talking to a person who right now is either spoiled for choice, afraid to make a choice, or is kind of deep in emotional fragmentation here of I don't know which one to pick. She's got her hands on her head, and I just immediately looked in her hair. So if you're old enough to remember who Crystal Gale is, used to watch her on Solid Gold, and look at all those gold cups that are around her. So I couldn't seriously name a song that she sings. I just remember her when I was little, being in awe about the length of her hair. So the situation could involve someone with like incredible locks, perhaps. Now, the opportunity here is a springboard for something new. 3 of Pentacles, a new collaboration. A new way, maybe you're taking a class there with that Knight of Swords. Swords are about learning. They're about thoughts, ideas, speaking. Maybe you're speaking or learning via a new platform with this Herald of Change energy. And of course, with that 3 there, we started off with 333 in our Oracle energy. Let's see what's matching that here on the bottom of the deck. 2 of Pentacles is driving this Knight of Swords. What am I getting there? Hang on. It's a gold covered album. And he's a newer singer, but he sings like kind of old school, like 60s vibe. I'll think of it. Oh gosh. I'll have to look that one up because it's kind of like he's playing this guitar right? He's like jamming. Are you jamming on the one here? But Two of Pentacles is about weighing your options. It's about maybe even going back and forth. I do like that there's a rainbow that's threaded through in that figure 8 form. It is June. We are in Pride Month here, at least in Ohio. So happy Pride Month as well. Center card here, card number 2, driving the 7 of Cups. I've been too busy to even pay attention to what options or choices I have, or maybe you're burying yourself in work here. So that, I mean, it seems like if you're with the joyful muse energy there, inspiration, it seems like you just haven't pulled your head up in a while. You haven't pulled your head up in a while. You've been hard at work there, maybe churning the butter. We've been getting that chop wood, carry water. Maybe we should add churning butter to the mix and driving the 3 of Pentacles opportunity. This is a springboard to wish fulfillment, guys. So I would definitely be weighing those options. I would pull my head up from churning that butter, whatever's keeping you so busy, whatever options are being weighed here, because one of them is going to lead to that wish fulfillment of 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And a very well maybe some kind of learning here in this deck. It is featured with 3 women. And I think that's the only deck I have that features other than, nope, that's the 6 of Pentacles. I was thinking of Liz Houston's deck, but that is actually a 6 of Pentacles card. Okay, let's see what's in the recent past so you can tell if this reading is for you. Energy of justice, driven by the 10 of Wands. Okay, so there's been some kind of karmic burden that you've been carrying. Justice is like the scale we step on in the morning, if that's something that you do. It's simply just measuring input and output. And that's what justice says. That's how karma works. If we put in the work, we get the reward back at us, because it's always going to be this figure 8 of energy: input, output, input, output. And if we don't like what the output is, then we need to change our X. We need to change our input, right? Okay. Let's see here. What burden are you willingly carrying? You've been keeping everything balanced and even, but the scales are even here. I don't know why it's kind of like she's Ooh, that's what it is. I just got dancing with a stranger. And then I also got like she's dancing and wielding the sword here at the same time. So it's like, and you've been doing it with a quickness here, maybe making it look easy, but it's like she's swinging this justice around. Are you trying to swing justice around, maybe to make this load a little bit easier? But notice there that the house is in her view. She gets to set down the heavy load here very soon. You're almost there. Okay, let's see what's in the heart of the reading. I'm going to have to do that there, because we are part of the itty bitty you-know-whaties committee here in the center or the heart of the reading. Actually, very nice. I'd like those. This is the 4 of Cups, but she's not upset in this deck. So the 4 of Cups can just be boredom. It can be emotional dissatisfaction, which is why, like, well, I haven't liked anything I got. The situation here is, I don't know which one to choose, because I haven't really had anything that I would choose again. Okay, let's see what's driving the 4 of Cups, Cancerian energy, literally where Jupiter is sitting right now. Heart of the environmental energy is going to be the Knight of Wands, driving that 4 of Cups. All right, the water is calm in this deck with the 4 of Cups. It just looks like you're chillaxing. This looks like she's being very discerning here. If you can kind of zero in and see her face, she's going, I don't know if I like that cup. What else you got? And this Knight of Wands that's driving this fourth cup. I don't know. I did mention in my write-up, be able to bend like the palm tree here, so that we don't snap like the mighty oak. I feel like this is asking you, you've been swinging that karma around, you've been swinging those scales around, but you're doing everything. There's nobody helping her here with this load. Okay, so then here comes an increase in energy, a Knight of Wands. Maybe this Knight of Wands offers to help you in some way, and you're like, no, thanks, I got it. I'm like, what's it going to help now? Because I'm literally almost there and I did everything myself anyway. Okay. All right. So I may have to pull the book for this one. No, I won't. I was thinking there is a 20-second card in this deck called the Universe, but we've got the World here. So in the near future, we've got the World card energy. That's Saturn. Okay. And that would denote that the reward for this lesson is the opportunity of a springboard to your wish fulfillment, guys. So I'm talking to someone here who, because you've carried the load, and it seems like all on your lonesome here, this is the reward here coming for completing a cycle. Also included that in my write-up. Tomorrow is a 21 day, which is a special path of connection. And boy, oh boy, today's judgment energy right here in the near future is driving tomorrow's energy of the world. Come on now. What cycle is closing for you here, which it must, in order for us to start a new ace, right? That's a springboard. You already got a good start. You've got a running start on this. You've got passion energy coming your way, but I'm just not seeing that you're very interested here. Let me keep going. What is the block? Well, now this card has been showing up quite a lot. Ace of Wands here. And in this deck, it has many branches growing off of that Ace of Wands. Of course, fire signs here, Leo, Sag, and Aries energy. The Ace of Wands as the block could be that you were too busy here because you were busy carrying the whole load yourself. You're just trying to make things swing the way that you can. And you're like, I'm not spilling anything on those scales. It's all remaining there, but it's definitely like a whirling dervish kind of an energy. That's what it feels like. And she's got a blindfold on in this deck. So what the block is, because you've been so busy here carrying the load, is that you're just like, I'm not really sure what lights my fire anymore. It's been so long since I've had my fire lit. All the offers that have come my way here seem to be, Knight of Wands energy, like Mr. or Miss Lava Lava, but not something that's lasting. Maybe that's what you're making a judgment call about here, to successfully complete a cycle. And maybe you're blocking the wand, because the last reading we had, that magic stick was what Spirit wanted you to know was coming. So you heard it here. All right, blocking in the environmental energy, the one throwing that stick of creativity and the person saying F it. So it's like the wand may be off the table from your end or their end at this moment. Okay. That's like excitement. Again, she's not excited, like she's bored here, the heart and that Four of Cups. It's just not exciting enough for you. We're not good enough for you. What does Spirit want you to know? Two of Wands. The twos decide something different. Okay. Interesting here that they're both in kimonos. They're different kimonos. So taking on a different role, putting on the different kimono, the justice that you are having to swing everything all by yourself, very frenzied energy. Here she's standing still and looking out on a new choice here. Wands are about action, but there are tulips at the bottom of the deck there, and they're like the fiery tulips, the ones that are yellow and orange. Those are like my favorite kind of roses. Not much of a rose person, but I do love me some lavender roses and the ones that are yellow with the flame tips. So tulips for me are a sign of deep soul ties, because you would send tulips to a person as like a secret admirer kind of energy. No DMs to slide into back then, so you'd send tulips. Yeah, there's the Six of Cups. So our sun's energy today, what Spirit wants you to know is this is definitely someone involved here that you've broken bread with, someone important from the past, someone that knows you at your root, someone that you can be ruthlessly honest with. It's kind of like they gonna know you lying anyway, that kind of friendship. They're like, girl, how long have I known you? Right? Like, we know whether it's a guy or a girl. This is someone who knows that you're being like, it's fine, I can handle it. And they know damn well you're not. What's our potential outcome here? You're open to new, guys. The Knight of Pentacles, Pisces energy. She an OG though, riding that horse. So that's like an elder energy riding that horse. It is standing still. But what this tells me here is this new springboard towards your wish fulfillment does have to start with a judgment call being made. Okay. And it is a past life lesson, could involve a person, doesn't have to. It could just be a situation that repeats as a pattern in your life. Let's see what's driving that Knight, because the Knight of Cups is all about love. This is telling me you become open to it, but you're like, no, I got shit to take care of first, Ange. Which I say, great. Because knowing you have to do something is a whole lot better than going, I don't know, I don't know. When that happens, generally, it's a normal human reaction, guys. It's just because we don't like either option, right? Neither option is easy. Both options suck. And it's about, okay, pick your heart then. Pick, if they're both hard, they're both not going to be easy. All right. Well, which one can you get your spark back? Which one can light your fire again? Because right now the block is like, there isn't anybody interesting, or I'm bored. There ain't nothing to do, which is unusual for me to get a Four of Cups as the heart of the reading, because certainly if you're on the spiritual path, you're not a boring person. And I used to tell the kids in school, only boring people get bored. So that feels a little unusual. It just feels like it's like a tire, like, oh, like nothing, just because it's like, nope, it's a little pouty McPowder pants. But we got, what you don't see is we got 9 cups coming. It's whether or not you're going to learn this lesson from ending this cycle, because again, we've got this teachery energy there. And one person is on a ladder. It's the child energy. Maybe you're rising above your elders. Maybe if this is something to do with work, there are an awful lot of pentacles. If it is something to do with work, it's the opportunity that would kind of push you ahead of everyone else in the crowd, maybe even seasoned people who have been there longer than you, and you get the job because of your passion and vigor, and because of you using discernment to choose a new action. It's time to take your head up from your workload. Okay, something's on its way. We move from the situation of the Seven of Cups into the opportunity of the Nine. And that's not very much time. Near future is going to require this inevitable judgment call here. Okay, let's see what's driving that Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. So something equal, fair, and balanced. This love offer is actually something you're going to actually take a second look at. Maybe it's something like that heart of the reading here. Very, very goddessy energy. Like, it wasn't Liz Taylor. Did Liz Taylor play Queen of the Nile? Was she in that part, or am I just thinking of a photo shoot? It's very like regal, Liz Taylor. It's just like you got many cups or many offers coming at you, but you just haven't liked the ones that have come to you so far because there's some pattern you've got to finish out. Okay, and this offer that's coming in for this wish fulfillment is of balance. It's fair. And that seems to be the only thing that you're kind of lifting your head up to look at. You're like, oh, okay then. Hello. I can't do the swish swish. That's from Wicked, where she does her little swish swish with her hair. She's like, hello. Okay, Knight of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Wands. Well, the outcome energy being the King of Wands, the King are the ones that deploy the Knights. The Knight is in the heart of the environmental energy, but there's some jealousy, strife, and competition there. Rebuilding, trying to rebuild kind of an argument, just again, younger energy, this younger students. And we've got three women, maybe, and then now we're down to one woman. Are you flying solo here for something? The king is deploying his knight to offer this cup. You'll know who they are because A, you're open to him. You wouldn't have been looking otherwise. Maybe you're impressed by like their swagger, their ability to command a room. Maybe you're like the peacemaker here with the Knight of Cups and the silent energy. They come at you and it's someone who kind of rubs you the wrong way. Not that kind of way, but maybe they rub you in the wrong way. Maybe they're like a little petulant or bossy, or it's kind of one of those things where you don't like somebody at first because you don't really recognize that they're displaying a trait in you that you haven't healed yet, or you haven't recognized as something about your own self that you're trying to work on and heal that you don't particularly love. We do have the environmental energy with this situation, as in a work situation could be, and wherever you're working, it's just like, I got so much to do. I cannot even think about love, but here it comes, guys. Let's see what's driving that Five of Wands, though. All right. So someone who has been also carrying the burden of balance. You've been carrying the burden of this balance. They've been carrying the burden of this balance. And then we've got Nine of Wands here with that Six of Pentacles wanting to offer equal energy in return. But they could be almost repeating a pattern again here themselves. Let's see, Seven of Swords. They may be trying to, they may be failing at balance. or they may be convincing themselves that the situation can be balanced. Okay, and maybe go for another round. Now, in this Seven of Swords, there's circus energy here. So if they want to go another round there with their own personal circus, this feels like someone else coming in here, guys. Now, with the Five of Wands, there's this caravan energy. And I'm always telling you guys, energy is cyclical. So what popped up or some of my readings from a year ago, and I started chuckling because it was the one that had the Barbie camper van trying to like this big SUV trying to tow a Barbie camper van. And we've got that here. So it's a distinctive thumbnail. Email me if you can't find it. I'm happy to find it for you, but I feel like there's a connection there. This could be what's coming or cycling back around, and I would think you would want to know that. All right. A lot of process cards here, so that energy is going to move a lot quicker. And other than the world driven by judgment, that's really the crux of our major arcana here, of the whole spread. And we've been seeing a lot of major arcana coming out. Certainly note any questions there about any of these cards you want me to pull any extra information on here for you. Yeah, we saw that just since Tuesday. We're getting tower energies. So this person, if they do, I'm calling it, if they do try to offer balance, their choice, they might choose to go another round of this. Lovers with the Nine of Wands, that would be their choice. And then Seven of Swords, transformation. This deck is death by Seven Swords. If they try to re-engage with whatever circus this is, and if this is something in your environment, guys, you're reading just for you with your own inner yin and yang. If you don't make this judgment call and end this cycle successfully, you can expect another round at the circus, whatever that means for you. Okay. So now, of course, I'm going to have to extend King of Pentacles there. We saw come out around this area last night or yesterday in the live. What pairs with the Knight of Cups? Your own independence, Nine of Pentacles. It feels like you're really sitting pretty. You get to be the one who's choosing here, whoever this reading is for. Again, you would know because you're the one doing everything. Maybe you're currently single here, and you just you've been working so much that you haven't. Again, it just feels like I don't have time for love. I got too much shit to do. Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups, but something catches your eye. Let me come back to that. You are putting the kibosh on the Five of Wands. I like seeing that Ten of Swords, Gemini energy with the Leo energy of the Five of Wands. You're just like, no. Putting the kibosh on any kind of, if this person's coming in, maybe being a little mouthy and just joking, you're like, this face. Do I look like I'm playing? I'm mad at it. I think you shouldn't be that discerning. Especially when you're vibing high, it's like then there's more offers than usual. Maybe it's been kind of like nothing, boom, all of a sudden. Let's see what goes with this King of Wands. Three of Wands. This is a person who has been manifesting you right back. And then I'm noticing here the two ships. So on this Three of Wands, the ship is over here. And on the Two of Pentacles, it's here. So this person, if they're going back and forth, on what they're going to do with how to approach you, if that resonates for you. We've got Three of Wands here with the King of Wands. They have been manifesting you regardless if they're still weighing their options or not. Ship and ship. Okay. Give me, what is this? Why are my viewers so bored here? Why are you so dissatisfied? Or is this just simply Jupiter in Cancer? Now, Jupiter in Cancer is at symbol 25, and that is a shadow, a dark shadow being thrown over our shoulder. So that's healing. That could be the pattern you're stopping here. That's why it's coming up again. If you haven't been inspired, stepping into your Empress energy with all those threes coming in balanced mind, body, and spirit, Three of Pentacles, opportunity, and then, of course, three sets of three are Nine Cups. So why are you so dissatisfied here? Again, I'm coming back in this deck here. He's like very accomplished. It's the Six of Wands. It's like the other person thinks they're cute. They think they have a victory here, and you're just like, what else you got? You're requiring more now. It's like, yeah, Shania Twain, it don't impress me much. You're not putting up with any kind of flippin' tomfoolery here. All right. And if someone's offering same shit, different day, you ain't doing it. Because I was mentioning how the King of Wands is kind of like trying to get your goat, or trying to, maybe there's some bickering and that's how you meet if this is a new person for you, but you're like, there's still a little bit too much in their ego, Ange. They need to temper that shit down. That's, that can be nerves. But there is a Ferris wheel. So again, coming back to, if we're not making this judgment call, see, there's this circle of stars here, and it's either you or this person going through this round again. It's their choice. But maybe they just needed to be sure, guys. Maybe they just needed to put the swords in the circus act, because there's like a runway here. I'm definitely getting some cockiness. Okay, definitely getting some cockiness. It's just like you're not impressed. There's a giraffe there in the background. You were able to see something from a higher perspective. It don't impress me much. The Six of Wands, you're like, I don't care if you're going to be cocky about your money or everything that you have, your resources, or your, feels more like talent. Okay. They think very highly of themselves. They think very highly of themselves. Emperor energy, all four kings, a lot of fixed energy in my notes today. And of course, with the fourth, maybe May the 4th, you want to have a look back to that date. I think that was the last, it was the last time we had a 20 day. No, May the 4th was 19, which would have been matching up with yesterday. So 5/5, May the 5th. Those 3 days may be kind of repeating here a month later for you. I would check into that. Yeah. And as I'm talking about 5/5, there's the 5 of the Hierophant. This is somebody learning their lesson, and you might be the one teaching them that that they need to impress you more than just what's been on offer here. And you're like, oh no, you're going to have to step up your game. If they're coming in as a knight and you're like, call me when you get to the king status, then we can talk. And don't impress me much. Call me when you're ready to walk away from the circus. Learning that they just have to, if they have to go one more round, you either gotta learn this one more go around, or another person does. They're gonna try one more time. But again, we've got the Herald of Change here. And then we have ancestral wisdom, all that sun, the brightness of that energy. Okay. I say keep on keeping on, guys. Keep doing you. It feels like here with this music influence, you're like, I'm fine. So if it's not something that's going to raise my vibrational frequency, if it's not even imbalanced, if they're not just doing more than trying to get my attention, you ain't doing it. Now, yesterday's when I hopped on for the impromptu live, that was all about sweet tooth sins. Give me that sweet tooth sin, right? Judgment in the world. It's something maybe, especially with that King of Wands, that's hard to resist. I feel like you've learned and they haven't. It's really hard when it's this many process cards. You just kind of spinning wheels and going through time here. Why is my viewer Knight of Swords? That was fast. New excitement, Page of Cups. Gemini. Sun's out, guns out, Ange. And we do have Cupid is in the air sign of Libra. Just trying to figure out what's driving that. Another Ten of Swords here, which we saw in this mental anguish here of what you were putting the kibosh on, which was Five of Wands behavior. If you're going to cause me trouble, if you're going to disturb my peace here, no, you don't need it. Earned rest after some deep anguish here, guys. There's new excitement. If things have been slow, get ready for life to pick up. And then there's your potential outcome again. Knight of Cups, flowing attraction. This is coming at you. Just not sure what you're going to do here. Knight of Cups, you're open to it though. I just feel like they need to give you more than what they may have given you in the past if you know who that person is. What is the Two of Pentacles person? What is this ship? What are they? What's the back and forth? What are they weighing here? What is being weighed with the Two of Pentacles? How you guys doing? I was just thinking about you, Brandy. There. Hello, Governor. Miss Ferocious Ambition. Everybody say hi to Monica. Hello, Governor. All right. What is this Two of Pentacles person weighing? Holding tight to what they got right here. All right. Holding tight. Four of Pentacles. That be Taurus energy. No, Capricorn energy. Which is the house of like fame, how you're known, being driven by Five of Swords, ruthless win. My eyes are open, babe. I've been hearing that song for days. I had it all day today too. I actually linked for yesterday's reading a YouTube, just the audio of that. Find me the rest. Find me the rest. Take it all back home. Tell me the rest. Take it all back home. What are they holding tight to? A ruthless win and a Four of Wands. Is this you guys, or is this a person in a one-to-one committed partnership? Because there's a Five of Cups. So we've got 5, 4, 5. So 14 of Temperance, needing to heal. Chiron, the healer, is in practicing competence as a spiritual principle, which we saw there for you guys in that, or excuse me, in the recent past of the chop wood, carry water energy. Also kind of Two of Pentacles, doing the things, trying to keep the balance. So what they're trying to decide between is whether they should hold on tight. Again, it keeps coming up as awful. Hold on tight to the surface, to the circus. They're not focusing on what they could have. And if that's your guys' yang energy, 2 different decks, it's gonna go another round of the same. Okay. And if that's still your choice, honor that choice. Just know that's what you're getting into. What is path B here? Because on where to go, I was noticing the aisles of rows of flowers, like a whole nother path. They're still freaking manifesting you, whether they're with somebody else or not. Here we go, 9 of Wands. What is an alternative path? So I'll let you guys say it for me because I'll mess it up. Toe the hoe, row the row. What's option B? So if they're holding tight, but then you're still the ship out in the ocean there, they're holding tight to a ruthless wind with a one-to-one connection here. They're afraid of what they'll lose instead. I can't fucking make it up right here. Judgment coming in on their side. All right. Earned reward here. Only if they choose another path. Okay. And 9 of Cups came in on their side. That's their earned reward. You're their wish fulfillment, guys. If this is a partnership coming towards you, you're showing up as the Knight of Swords, and they may be coming in as the Queen of Swords there with thinking strategically. Yeah, this path ain't no fun, but they may be going to get, are they going one more round? How many rounds? Needed change. So 6 of Swords can be 6 days, could be 6 weeks to move to calmer waters, driven by soul searching. Yeah. You need to figure out what this lesson there is. Okay, well, which would you rather have? Holding tight to a ruthless win and a 5 of Swords of fafo bullshit within a committed partnership, whatever that is. It can be a business partner. It can be our own yin and yang energy, being really good at going up the hill, but not being good at surrendering, just because we're fearing that loss here. Or make the fucking judgment call that's inevitable. Your soul set it up. Why am I getting persnickety? Frustration, somebody feeling frustrated, or this alternate row to hoe and plant new seeds with that. He has 2 Ace of Pentacles, right? One plants the row that the crops didn't come up in. There was no harvest this year. Not going to be a damn harvest next year. An alternative pentacle to plant twice here in the opportunity. 9 of Pentacles, wish granted, wish fulfillment. But you got to make the judgment call. That's the whole point of it. And if not, grab some popcorn because you're going back to the circus again. Your choice. Okay. Why was I feeling like you guys were swinging you're swinging everything yourself? You've been like getting by, swinging everything on your own. Okay. Why are you swinging everything by yourself? You're waiting on this choice to be made here on the potential outcome of the Yang side of the board. Why are you swinging everything alone? Euphoric choice, the Lovers, driven by, they're carrying the burden here in the recent past. I'm pulling on the recent past on your side. And then we get the 10 of Wands again, the recent past on the Yang side. Just saying. Okay, now that we got enough repeaters, I feel more comfortable there. 8 of Wands, that would be energy accelerating quickly. What are they afraid of over here? What is this person fearing? What do they think why are they focusing on what they'll lose instead of what they could gain? What do they think they'll lose here? What is it they actually are holding on to? The FAFO. generous giving, but Six of Pentacles there, but in reverse. What is that? Unbalanced taking. You're aware that it's not balanced, or the other person is aware that whatever's going on over there, they're not balanced. They're aware. All the pentacles are only in one hand. Okay, so it looks like Six of Pentacles, they're going to make an attempt to balance things out. But if it was a shit show before, it's going to be a shit show again. But it's the universe will always balance itself. It will always balance energy. And no matter how many times you try to put the square peg into the round hole, how many times has that worked? How many times have we looked back and go, oh, I knew walking down the aisle, right? Or I knew, 5 years in, and we've been together 20 years. So 15 years of knowing it's not what I want, but the fear of leaving that behind, Five of Swords, we gaslight ourselves and convince ourselves we need to hold even tighter to something. Completely normal, but that's why it's such a big human lesson. All right. So Mercury and Cancer potentials are furthered by ruthless self-honesty. Have a little talk with yourself. And then just before we popped on live here, Venus was in Gondoliers in a serenade, and that was about romance being supported. We had the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups come out, and then our prima donna singing. Venus, be careful to ensure that our emotional outpourings are what we want, because success, that lesson is about understanding success, the word and failure. They're just emotional outpourings, right? It's not who you are. If we didn't get something right, we're just learning a lesson. So it's only a failure if we continue to repeat a process and try to attempt to plant the same damn seeds in that row we hoed, and it didn't turn up any crops. It is completely normal to feel that way. So let me take that burden off, or at least try to help you stop the world from spinning. And you're doing everything anyway. You're doing everything anyway. Feels like this person is too. Doing everything anyway. I just don't, what are they so scared of? They're scared of not getting back the equal amount, an unbalanced taking, but it's going to be the same. It'll be the same thing. I'm afraid that they might actually give me equal for what I'm giving. Okay, I didn't say that quite right. I'm afraid that they'll all of a sudden start divvying this and make things even. Then I miss out. That's why I'm holding tightly. Well, if you've been together 20 years and 15 of it was not balanced, what do we think another year is going to be? And I've been there, so I don't see that lightly. It's just fear, guys, but this world energy, you don't see this in a reading. It's potential energy, near future, but unless we successfully align with our soul's path and make the judgment call for the lesson that our soul set up, our soul set us up to make that judgment call, right? And if we don't do that, it's not going anywhere. It'll be there in another year. It'll be there in another 5 years. It'll be there in another 20 years. We don't get out of not making the call, is what I'm trying to say. All right. I think I'm going to leave that one there. Let's get some advice for you. What do I want for my advice here today? Was seeing it earlier. I wanted my fairies. Where's my fairies? Oh no, that's what I saw. I love this deck. It's very whimsical and I haven't pulled it out in a long time. Lioness just happens to be on the bottom there. You've earned all your stripes. And look at that, 13. You're done. It's time to transform. Okay. Let's get some advice if this reading resonated for you. So this would be for Gemini because the sun in Gemini, 2 Dutch children, in essence being the 6 of Cups. And we've got 29 here, which is an 11, and it says feast, slow down, and celebrate yourself. Especially because you're the one being the whirling dervish. And then on the bottom of the deck, something lovely will grow from this. So, and there's her sword that she's holding there, and it's a 15 energy of a pattern, right? And by hoeing this row, something new and lovely can grow. And she has was that for Sag, the orange flower. She's wearing a big crystal around her neck. And if that wasn't enough, guys, it's just this pattern. You got to slow down so that you're not distracting yourself from, I don't want to have to choose. I know we don't want to. But 21 energy, release your guilt. Okay. Clover. That's been coming up quite a bit, just the 4-leaf clover energy. That's Jupiter. Let's see what's happening with Jupiter. Oh, the shadow thrown over the shoulder right there, 15. Double energy. Okay. There's Tower, another 33. It's a master teacher. This is a big lesson, guys. Okay. Let's go down the zodiacal wheel and get your hearts ready there in the chat. If you are wanting some cards pulled for you, if anybody sees, I think it was Randa from last week. I felt bad. We were already almost at 3 hours. I was like, I got to eat dinner, girl. But I did say if she came back today that I would put her up first, but I haven't seen her pop up yet. Hello, Witness Ken. 222. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. You came into a fun group. They ornery, but they a lot of fun. I can call them ornery because that's what I attract. All right, Cancerians. Okay, so Gemini, you're coming in as at 11, Roman numeral 2. All right, slow down, and you gotta address this double energy because something's good is trying to come in that will impress you. There it is, Cancer. Okay, 37, 10, Wheel of Fortune energy. And we have 1010 portal energy today with the 20 card. Today's date adds up to 20. And it says gray. Endings are inevitable. And notice that ship there that she's looking at in the distance there. All right, we've got to, I already said it, done said it. Okay. And another 330 castle. So Cancerians, endings are inevitable. And that would be sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. It's time for healing, not war. Okay. Let's look at advice for Leo, if this reading resonates for you, or simply the Leo house that houses Leo energy in your chart, even if you don't have any placements. But certainly sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. If you are, I talked about that yesterday with Mars. If you're in an Aries or a Scorpio rising, I would always look at Mars readings, no matter what sign it's in. It's because it rules your entire chart. Okay. All right. Let's get Leo. Finally, Leo. Don't normally take that long. Leo, 32, escapist here. And that says, come home to yourself. All right. Well, at the end of July, we did have King of Wands that is sending out sending out his Knight of Wands to let you know. Maybe you're not pulling your head up. Maybe this is just like Leo. Okay, meditate, because end of July is coming. South Node's going to be in your sign. So I'd be looking at the Virgo part of your chart to see how that felt for you the last 18 months. What else did they want me to see here? Thorns, 14. So another 5, 5, 5, Leo energies. Weave together the crown you deserve. And then we've got universe. We are all just stardust. Okay. And that's surrounded by more lavender energy there. And she's in her lavender jammies. So I feel like you really need to tune into that third eye here, Leo. What about for Virgo energies? Such a big deck. I don't know how I wrap my hands around it. Can't. Sorry. I'm apologizing for the new peeps here. They haven't met my mouth yet. Let them know I'm all right, guys. Okay. It's just so ornery. Okay, Virgo, 36, gold. You don't need somebody else to fix you. Okay, South Node again. And you got the 21 here, the ending. Release your guilt. Successful completion of a cycle. Be done with the South Node in Virgo. Okay, whatever you've been trying to fix in yourself, if you've been trying to fix it via, again, this prima donna kind of energy, then that means we need to really look at the cost of what it is that we're trying to attain, because anything we attain outside of ourselves, like status, it could even be the status of husband, the status of wife. Those are just names of things, right? And if we're looking for that to make us happy, it doesn't work that way. I think on my notes, yeah, despite the huge costs of our attainments, they almost never produce the happiness we yearn for. It comes from the inside. Okay, so let me keep going here. Bottom of that energy, Leo. There's Virgo, a 5 of change right there, and stars. You can manifest your every wish. You need to add that change wherever karma's trying to yank you up out of. Okay. Comfortable is comforting. I think so too. Comfortable is comforting. Can be a little escapist, right? Like, then I don't really have to put myself out there. I don't have to take the risk. And then we also don't close the cycle. So it's still coming for you regardless. I don't know who said that. I get to put my glasses on. All right, let's look at Libra. Advice for Libra, if you're resonating with this reading today, your Libra placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and a Venus. All right, Libra, potion. There's a 24. Well, they would be the sign of relationships there. 6 energy. Remember to practice self-love. And her t-shirt says basic witch. Love that. Surrounding you, Libra, the castle, time for healing, not war, with that 30 energy again. All right, what about for Scorpio? Advice for Scorpio. If anybody is able to type in the names and order of people that have hearts up, I would be so forever grateful. Thank you so much. And Witness Ken, if you care to share your name there, just so we can get to know you. I think hopefully you'll want to come back to our subscriber date night. It's the most fun on the night of the week for me. Happy you found live. Well, I've never popped up on your feed before. Oh, cool. What drew you in? Was it my crazy laugh? You're like, what is this foolishness going on here? Let's see. I had to put my glasses on. I can't tell if that's CJ. I'm a ghoul. That's what my niece used to say. I would call her Chickie. Like, hey, Chickie. And I think she was about 3. Gracie, she goes, I'm not a chick. I'm a ghoul. Boy, did that come out while I wasn't looking? All right, Scorpio. 3 energy, doing a shoulder stand there, tower energy, unplug and relax for a spell. Well, that is your power card. Okay. And then we had 40 morning, and it says the world awaits you. Some Pisces energy there, swimming in it maybe. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, again, the 3 energy or 30. So you got the 33 here that we started the reading off with Joyful Muse. And then we had the 30 of Herald of Change. All right. So several people have had this in their environmental energy. These are both 30 cards in the environment there. Maybe that number will show up for you. Okay. Maybe your birth time was half past. Sagittarius is up next. Saw that Leo card again on the bottom. Sagittarius. Romance is approved and supported. Mars is in an energy of working on improving material gains. And that is a symbol of 13, which is the death card energy. Symbol 13. We should be, we're about halfway through. We should be at 14 by tomorrow, I would say. All right. Oh, and you guys, all the freaking 3s. I was talking about how the nodes of destiny and karma just shifted to lesson freaking 3 today. And they're moved so fast because we were at 4. We entered 4 on the 30th of May. And now we're already that quickly. It went a whole degree. Normally it's so freaking slow. So if you're having those 3s here show up for you, I'd take note. Karma and destiny much? Okay. Sagittarius, 14. Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. And Sag, you got your own power number there with that 14 of temperance. Okay, alchemizing pain into wisdom is what they're doing with those roses there that can cause us to bleed. And surrounding you, the 6. I love that card. Slay them all. Speaking of Gracie, that's a new thing she is saying, like every single thing that we would see that was cool, she'd be like, slay. Am I even saying it right in the right context? Boy, that just wasn't even asking yet. That time for healing, not war. We got it all over the place, guys. And we've got a 35 shark swim away from this situation. It's time to focus on you. All right. I love this card. 42. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. All right. Capricorn. Ooh, my stomach is actually growling today. I don't usually eat till 7 or 8 or 9. And if I forget, sometimes I forget to have dinner. Like, did I eat yesterday? I know you can't tell by my lovely lady lumps that have shown up over the last year, but hey, been through some things. So the plan is to start moving again. The special path of notoriety. Okay, awesome. I would die if you said your birthday adds up to a 20. It's Kaylee. All right, come on, Capricorn. It feels like it's been hard to pull, like to get cards to come out for you lately. Like, not normally that stubborn of an energy. It's just like more, if your energy is felt more like Taurus, which is like kind of just stubborn. No, I just don't want to move. All right, Capricorn, you can manifest your every wish. There's the 5 of change. And then we've got 39, which is a 12 of the hangman. Raindrops, take a chance on them. Environmental energy, think first before you judge. 26 on the bottom of the deck there. Do you guys remember doing that at, I know I'm dating myself, at slumber parties? Light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather. And then you'd light up, or then the person would have literally like, and you're like, how is that even? It actually worked. I remember that. Light as a feather. All right, Aquarius. You guys remember? Oh, thank you. You rock. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Okay, Aquarius, 38, which is an 11, and it says villain. You can always rewrite your story. And it's giving me a not quite first quarter moon here. It's still in crescent mode, but it's very close to first quarter. And when do we hit first quarter? We're about to hit third. Yeah, so we're not going to hit first quarter moon until a week after the next new moon. So about a week after the Gemini new moon. All right, Aquarius. So there's music notes there as well. Seeing white caps. That could be what Pluto is trying to transform for you here. On the bottom of the deck, be your own first priority. And it says mural. And number 25, which is a 7 of the chariot. Cancer energy. Okay, what about for Pisces? Advice for Pisces if they resonate with this reading. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. I am definitely ready for Virgo to get out of my house of communication. That is for sure. I got a 29-degree Virgo, so ready for that to be done. Okay. So of 2006 to 2007 was the last nodes of Pisces and Virgo. That means that 2007 to 2008 is the last time that the North Node was in Aquarius and the South Node was in Leo. So try to remember back to what happened at that time and see if you can kind of get a theme going there. All right. So Pisces, swim away from the situation. We got Shark here. And with that King of Wands on the potential outcome in the Mermaid tarot deck, if it was a Pisces moon day, I'd be using that deck. The shark is the King of Wands. So fiery energy coming towards you. And then we got the 16 of the Tower here, Pisces. And it says, bitch fire, stand up for yourself. Okay. Stand up for yourself there with that Tower energy. Ooh, I haven't done my nails like that in a long time, but that's more of a fall winter look. Around you, Pisces, princess, you can be your own knight. And it's the 1 card. You can be your own knight. We got potential outcome there. Sitting up on your high horse if you're learning your spiritual lessons. Okay. Aries. Aries, please. Advice for Aries here. Okay, bitch fire again. Let me get you another one surrounded by mural. Another card for Aries, please. I would say take a note from Pisces lesson here, Aries. Swim away, because there's going to be a you're going to have to stand up for yourself. Aries doesn't normally have trouble standing up for themselves. Could just be in the Aries portion of your chart. All right, well, Aries Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after, she says. It's a 9 card, the ending, and there's a 33. We come full circle here. So 9 and the 3 times 3 being a 9, nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So Aries, I did talk about if you are an Aries or Scorpio ruled rising sign, because then Mars would be driving every single energy in your chart. Something, I want me to see something else on here. I just don't know what. Oh, in the back, it's tiny, but in the back there's Saturn. This is Daddy Sadie's lesson in Saturn, and Aries is in Saturn right now. And it says any petulant or rebelliousness will fail when done hurriedly and without due process. So Aries, I wouldn't go running off at the mouth anytime soon. I would say make sure you're responding instead of reacting. Focus on the here. Yeah, you pissed. Something like you're gonna have to stand up for yourself, but you can do it in a way that is like a sit down meeting and a discussion, rather than flying some deuces on your way out of something. Okay. 11 on the bottom, paint the sun back into your story. Yeah, wherever Aries is sitting, that Daddy Sadie's making sure that we don't go in like a bomb, right? Because it says unsuccessful bomb explosion. Casting off social pressures to claim our freedom in a petulant or rebellious way will and should fail, because it's done without due process and too hurriedly. Sit it down, talk it out, Aries. Last up, Pisces, and I'll stop my yammering. There's just a lot of information in this reading here today. All right. Taurus. You don't even have any asteroids in your sign now, just the Mars energy. So Taurus, Mars and Taurus is all about take the road of peace. Okay. Take the road of peace. We want to try to don't make them find out what those horns are for, Taurus. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. You may have to go and isolate yourself in the woods there, Taurus. If you would normally with that 12 fly off like maybe you used to do that like Aries did, you're taking a nod from Aries to have a sit down, because it is a lesson there with Daddy Sadie. Okay. And surrounding you, Taurus, surround yourself with love. This is asking you to calm it down. Okay. I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy being told to calm down. What about you guys? I don't get all, I mean, Monica see me get mouthy, but that's not my normal MO. If I've had it, like you want to push Ange too far. Okay, now you're gonna see the claws come out. Now you're gonna see the claws. And I'm great at warring with my words, so that's much more classy anyway. Never needed to use fists. Okay. Especially when it's in ways like they literally have no idea they were so insulted for days later because they weren't smart enough to get it. It's that bitchy. It's pretty bitchy. Okay. Clean up time. Speaking of John Lennon, clean up, clean up. All right. So glad new peeps is finding us, guys. Finding the tribe. I think I know somebody wrote it down for me. What was that? Cat. Oh, but I hope my glasses were clean. Give me 2 shakes. Howdy do. All right. I think that's good. I am hot. I have it cranked down to 70 in here. You would think I'd be freezing. But I get heated up when I read my cards. So, oh, Aries was on point. Don't tell me to come. Oh, like you want to see me get mad, just tell me to calm down, right? It was a staple of slumber parties. Light as a feather. It's a word. Now we have different kind of slumber parties. Y'all know where I could have gone with that, and I will calm down. Okay, Brandy, Judy, Kath, Peg, Monica, CJ, who's a girl, a woman, and Kaylee. I'm not a chick, I'm a girl. All right. And then thanks, and keep your eyes out for anybody new that pops in. We'll see how many we get through here for y'all's readings. All right. I intended to grab my air deck tonight because we had the moon move into Aquarius at 9:43 a.m. this morning. 9 and 7 is a 16 of the tower. That number will not quit. I'm telling you. Telling you. Speaking of tower, there's Aries energy again and Scorpio, Queen of Wands. All right, Brandy, I know you got Aries in there. So we're going to go ahead and start with you there. In a 5 of change here with the Hierophant, you got eyes in the back of your head, even in the dark. You can see she's got this snake of knowledge here wrapped around her wand. Okay, very seasoned, like a seasoned vet at something here. The situation, Knight of Wands, opportunity, 6 of Wands, nice. You feeling yourself right now, you about to. Situation being Queen of Pentacles, your money's about to increase here because of your excitement and your passionate nature here. He's like playing a dual role. In this deck, the Knight of Wands stands guard, so he has like that part of his personality, but then he also has the passionate, romantic Knight of Wands side, right? He's a knight in armor, but he's also a knight of love, and this is definitely coming from a place of love here. So if this is a person coming in for you, they've got the money, okay, or they see an opportunity for how you could make more money based on something creative by wearing your other hat than you're used to wearing. The opportunity is the 7 of Swords driving the 6 of Wands. This is like, I'm not believing myself, or I've stepped away from victory. Just because it's taken a long time doesn't mean that those fruits of that labor aren't coming, right? The situation is great. It's like people are lending a hand here. Why would you try to step away? Oh, okay. So thank you, Spirit. 7 of Swords driving, because normally for me, that's like swords. I don't have any swords. This is like not understanding your greatness. This is like when somebody gives you a compliment on your win, you downplaying, right? And that pushes away abundance. So make sure that, even we've been taught that, guys. We've been taught it's not polite. If someone says, oh, I like fill in the blank. I like what you did with blank. And we're like, oh, it's nothing. Don't do that. Stop that habit, please. Because then the universe is like, oh, you don't want abundance? Okay, I'll give it for someone else who has their arms open to receive, right? So make sure that if that's a habit, I don't know that it is, if that's a habit for you that you need to break, stop. It's blocking your blessings. It's pushing them further out. Yeah, whatever you've been manifesting here in the recent past, driven by the High Priestess. Yeah, that is a lot of internal reflection. I still hearing that song, My Eyes Are Open, babe. Your eyes are definitely, your third eye's open here too. You're at the top of the nest. She's holding a scroll of divine wisdom, and there's light bulbs too coming out of this next. My eyes are open. Did you have an awakening about something? Heart of the reading, Knight of Swords, which of course was our general reading. What's coming fast here? Oh, just the most love in the entire deck. Cancer energy. What you've been manifesting's coming. I just don't know if you believe that it was, or if it gets here and we might be like, oh shit, that soon? Like, it's kind of surprising to you here. Okay. Near future. That's a big card. Puzzle piece here is being completed, tempering pain into wisdom. Getting an ear squeezy. That's a major soulmate card. Temperance is Archangel Michael, who handles the soulmate cycle, right? He makes sure that the people that are supposed to come together are coming together. Have you been manifesting to Archangel Michael? If so, it's working. Keep doing what you're doing. What's driving temperance? Yeah, refocusing Five of Cups energy. I love this Five of Cups. I'll let you screenshot there if you want to, because it's tied to this passion. It's like, it's coming back to the Seven of Swords here and the opportunity, because it's like here she's wearing it as a dress, like, oh, this old thing. But then because there's the moon here, it's like kind of squashing down. Oh, it's not that great, all that passion, but it is. You don't have to, like, you should not be hiding whatever this love or this talent is. And I love it in this deck because she's focusing just on her own cup, because she knows if she does that, she's already done the 180. She's refocusing back on what it is that she does want and not the spilt milk of it. That's how we are healing here. This is a long time coming. 14 temperance energy along with the star both are a long time coming. Okay. In the blocked position was remaining at the same old lake, and understanding that a lake there it was man-made. It wasn't an open body of water. This is finding a tributary that leads to the ocean instead of the stagnant water that's swirling at the same old lake. Okay. Walking away from dissatisfactory emotions to go towards our wish fulfillment, driving that block, healing. That's what was to be healed there. And there's the lovers up in the sky. You can see their silhouette, and that's in a balsamic moon energy. So in this deck, the healing has been completed, but if it's in a block position in the environment, it's whatever is not being healed from revisiting the stagnant waters. You got to find the tributary out, but I feel like you are. What spirit wants you to know? Yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you are. And then we have the situation of the Queen of Pentacles. That can be a vibrational match, someone matching the maturity level here and your excitement, maybe even helping with the luck of getting the work out there for people to see. What's driving the King of Pentacles? What Spirit wants you to know? This is coming. King of Pentacles is trying to come. Taurus energy, but it's being driven by Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. It's being driven by focusing too much on the burdens in your lap instead of seeing that this is a map out of the place, which is your key out of the mental prison. Your key out of this mental prison regarding finances, energy, money, effort, talents. I'm seeing it as talents here with that Knight of Wands ending and potential outcome. There's transformation, babe. And she's got, again, a snake as on the diagonal, the snake of knowledge. My eyes are open. There's your new leap of faith. Aries energy. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nine of Pentacles, closing a cycle, Ange, the world, and then out the top of her head pops up the balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine energy, where you're leaping to, yeah, Empress and Queen of Pentacles in your environment. Somebody's helping you with this, babe. I cannot make this shit up. What do we have in the near future? In a whole different deck, we had Judgment driving the world card energy. And we've got Judgment driving the world card energy. Whole different deck. Okay. Wow. Successful completion of the cycle. And there's like literally nothing left there for you. That whole ground is just dry and devastated. She managed to pull up some veins of one of those, off one of those bones there, but it's slim pickings. You've already picked from this everything you can, and you're ending trying to get something out of nothing. Okay, because here comes this Empress energy, and you've got all three stations of Empress energy. Potential outcome when you transform here. Nine of Pentacles, situation Queen of Pentacles, potential outcome Empress. Those are all stair steps. I like that for you, babe. I like that for you. Learning how to get out of your own way there. Okay. Healing lack mentality, healing the spilt milk. See? 43, angelic protection, because that's a 7. We got overflow. Overwhelm and plenty. Spirit wants you to know King of Pentacles. All right. Love that for you. Love it, love it, love it. Overflow, babe. Overflow. The number 43 might resonate for you. Let me know if that was helpful. Can't believe the same. Judgment on the bottom, driving the 21 world card. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Looks like even 43 being a 7 of June, a delivery of your heart's best intentions. And then just to confirm that, Spirit threw me out another 7. You're putting on a different mask. This love is, it's a Weird Awakenings is the name of the song. And you had High Priestess in the past there. My eyes are open, babe. Okay. And up next, ooh, I just got down both. Look at chicken skin. I told you how hot I was in here. I mean, look at my damn billboard, aka my forehead. That's what I call my forehead. Runs in the family. Hey, Tyra Banks has got a bigger forehead than I do. I think I'm still at a 4-finger. Although the older I get and the farther my hair rolls back, probably gonna work toward a 5-finger forehead. All right. Well, okay, Judy Jude. We got the 3 Sisters of Fate there wanting to fly out of the deck. Of course, it does it on that point because there's your fucking stick. That's good. That's like Judy's card. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I guess that means our reading is ready. You're coming in as Wheel of Fortune energy here on the 10, like karmic ups and downs. What you got? What you got for me, universe? Oh, situation, just the happiest card in the deck, the sun. Okay, you got some good karma coming back at your way as well. Situation, yep. Seven of Pentacles. This is a long held dream. I love this Seven of Pentacles. I don't tend to love Seven of Pentacles because it's so the context can be hard to find in a reading because it can mean so many things. This is a seed that has been planted, but in this deck in particular, she has got a ballerina, like what are those? A music box. It's a music box inside her head, and you can even see it's kind of shaped like a heart there as it opens up. This is an ever-turning dream, and the opportunity is for you to reap the fruits of this planted pentacle. And she has the four-leaf clovers around her belt in that deck. It's lucky. It feels so good. Okay, what you throwing your fuck it stick at though? Like it changes fate here. What's being led by the sun? Four of Swords in this deck is healed. The Four Swords are behind her. The Lovers are up in the sky. Have you reclaimed your sun? Reclaimed your power here? Reclaimed some of your like daringness, or just it's like you're just not taking something as seriously. It's working for you. Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. Now, damn, you've been this is manifesting energy. Where's Aries at Three of Wands? And oh, daddy saddy. You've done your due process here. You've chopped the wood and carried the water. Here comes your long held dream. Recent past, Nine of Wands, driven by the Knight of Pentacles. Looks a little bit like the Fool energy here. So the Knight is a person, someone that made a tangible offer, and it was a new leap of some sort. And maybe you went, yeah, why the fuck not? You're like, I'm exhausted. It's time to let some good shit come in. All right. Heart of the reading, Nine of Pentacles. It's effortless. It's nothing. Six of Wands. Come on, damn girl. Victory after a long battle because you've healed. You're focusing back on like the joy of innocence. Normally the sun features a little naked baby riding on a horse, right? You've reclaimed your power here. Could be even coming into some money, but I want to know what this offer is. Maybe it's someone that saw how exhausted you were. The Nine of Wands denotes like hang in there, like you don't have to go another round. I feel like you didn't go another round. You've taken this new offer here. Near future, Nine of Swords, driven by the Two of Pentacles. Do not hem and haw on this, please. This is good. Don't get focused on the burdens of something or the pain in the ass of something, because then we talk ourselves out of something good. This is something good here. This offer, and we got 999 straight across the middle. $27 would be a 9. Yeah, this is the culmination of something, no more. Moon energy, 19, 20, yeah, 27. Twos and sevens. 2. And the opportunity of 7. Twos and sevens. In the near future, don't use your voice on this. If you want it, if it sounds good, say so. Don't be like, no, it's okay. That's going to be too much for you, or like poo-poo it away. Focus on the key out. Okay. the key out is not hemming and hawing. It's going for it. Hear me now. The block, Knight of Swords, driven by the Ace of Pentacles. Do not say no to this offer. Don't do it. Don't badmouth it. Don't talk it. Don't convince yourself that it's too fast and you need more time. No, get while the getting's good. I don't know what this is, but I will tell you not to wait. Don't I would tell you not to wait. What does Spirit say? Pick the red rose, pick the red dress. You already know in the mirror what that white one leads to. You staying exhausted. This is a change of pace, a change of energy. But just because it comes at you fast, you're being distrustful of it. But Spirit's like, no, it's time. Make a different choice. Two of Wands. And didn't Two of Wands show up in what Spirit wants you to know in our general reading as well? Judy, I feel a sense of urgency here. Yeah. Wherever Spirit wants you to know, Ten of Pentacles, you've already achieved what it is that you could achieve with your healing. It's time for a new start. It's time for a new victory. Spirit wants you to finally put yourself first. I mean, look at her. This is the heart of the reading. She Nine of Pentacles. She got a falcon. She's got two blue birds of happiness there resting on her bosom. Two blue birds of happiness surrounding you. Don't overthink this. Like, don't be like, oh, it'll just be a bird. Like, no, stop it. I don't know what that's about, girl, but Queen of Swords here. Potential outcome driven by Six of Swords. This is calmer waters. That would denote travel. So can Three of Wands sometime. This is outside of you. You're being offered a place of to move, or you're climbing up out of an old antiquated way, an old life, because you've healed that old life, babe. It's time to go. I feel like it's your turn for something. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn, the ever-turning dream. It's your turn. I like this. I will come find you. If you say no to this, you better. And you also better tell me what the hell this is. Do not poo-poo it, but it's still your choice of action. Spirit's encouraging you to climb up out of the old one. It's time for a new Ace of Pentacles, and it's been offered to you. But don't be like, no, that's not necessary. I don't know why I'm feeling like, no. Stop that shit. Say yes. Say yes, Judy. I will beat your butt. You want me to give you something to cry about? Possibility for union. Don't you dare say no to this. This is like the fate showing, like you done asked for it here. You've been, this ship is finally freaking coming in. 43, 7, again, sevens, overflow, opportunity. July. Overwhelm and plenty. You just don't see that it's possible. 39 on the bottom there, Metox, which is a hanged man energy, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. You're ready. I will come over myself with a damn U-Haul. You better be going wherever this is. I don't know what this is or what you're doing, but and look, I just split the deck to put that away, and I got the Fates. Come on. 49 is a 13 of death and transformation. It's time for change. It's time to change the energy. You deserve this, honey. You got the Fates, and then the fate, literally the three sisters of fate. The Fates came flying out. I'll haul your ass in the damn bathtub. I'll just hook it up to the back of the U-Haul. I'll be like, oh, she's coming. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Welcome to the foolishness. I'm about to go kidnap Judy in a U-Haul, even if she's still in her tub. Ah. No, this is another fuck it stick. It might involve like music or vinyl. And again, I forget the spiritual meaning of marigolds, but maybe that'll show up as a sign for you. But this is more than you've ever experienced before, honey. Yeah. don't don't make me come over there, Judy. All right. Miss Kath, you up. Okay. Let's see what's happening for Hot Stuff Kath. Okay, on the split, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Okay, might have an offer coming in that might be confusing you a little bit. You might want to check the fine print on it as an aside. Kathy, messages for best and highest good for Miss Kathy. Judy, I don't know where 13 Taurus is sitting for you, but just as an aside, because we got that energy, material acquisition, approving our lot in life. That's what the symbol is. Kath, flying out, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, all in the reverse. Okay. I feel like that's tying back to the reading because it's like you're turning something down. You're like, that's not my shared dream. In this deck, this is about a shared common dream. And you're like, no, I'm leaving that one out in the cold. I don't care how much money you have. Maybe they're a bit of a braggart, or maybe it's just like, no, that's not my dream. And I'm turning down that job opportunity. I'm using my discernment because it's just not me. All right. A little bit of a long side message, but there's that. Messages for Kathy, best and highest good, please and thank you. Kathy, messages for Kathy, please and thank you. Well, you're like, I already am the King of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever was being offered, I just don't think it was lined up with what's going to make you ultimately happy. I don't know if it wasn't enough money, or even if it was enough money, you're just like, it's just not my bag. Let's see what else. Yeah, you're turning it down. Situation 3 of Swords, you're like, nah, it's not my thing. But something is. Chariot energy is the opportunity. Man, was that last week? We could not get rid of we could not do a reading without the Chariot card. I'm shocked as shit. This is the first time it's come up here all night. Okay, Knight of Cups is driving that King of Pentacles. This is about pouring back into you. The Knight of Cups, because we don't know who that figure is on the bottom. It's someone open to love. Full moon there in the background. But I feel like it's pouring by you saying no with what just didn't fit. This is pouring love back into yourself. What's driving the 3 of Swords? Yeah, there's the offer. You're saying no. I already said it. It's just not your thing. Opportunity here is you're like, nope, that would just put me back where I was. I've already been there, done that, and I'm getting in my chariot and I'm moving towards my healing once and for all. Is this somebody you left behind? You turn him down? I mean, it was an actual love offer, but it's like, yeah, I had to turn. Didn't you get this before about turning someone down gently? Is this the same person? Recent past, 5 of Swords. Yeah, you weren't too happy. You weren't impressed. Look at her face. You woke me up from a damn nap. What do you want? And the fishermen are like, oh, shit, sorry. What do you want? Someone presented a choice here for you. You're like, no. Okay. I still don't know what that is. Heart of the reading, King of Cups. Was that in yesterday's center card? I think it might have been, but you were there. Driving the heart of the reading, Knight of Pentacles. That's different energy, but we've got King for a King. Love, tangible. Yeah, this person wanted to take a leap and make you this offer. I'm still not sure if it was just too pentacly for you, too practical, or too, oh, I can't quite get it yet. Maybe it is work because there's Eight of Pentacles near future. You're like, why'd you even bother me for? Why'd you have me come down here for this interview? And you're like, no, I'm hanging on to my diplomacy. I'm hanging on to my heart here. And if it's not aligned with, it might be aligned with my head, but if it's not what I enjoy, it's not in alignment with my heart, it's a no. Fair. Eight of Pentacles here in the near future, driven by the Tower. You're saying no. I just keep getting it over and over. Is this a surprise? Because Eight of Pentacles in this deck too, especially, she is doing needlepoint, which takes a long damn time to learn. It's a special art. And she's got her feet are a compass. So this is about chestnut checkers and about getting something to your level. I feel like by turning down something that was not on your level, or like you were way past that in your knowledge, even if it was great money, you're like, no, because I gotta love it. We spend a third of our lives at work, right? What the block is the Hanged Man, but again, in reverse, I feel like you already came out of the tree of life and you said no. Could have very well been a love offer. You said no. Page of Cups. I got to renew my. Did you give the old excuse of I got to focus on me right now? That's what. How does that not look like? I got to focus on me right now. I'm looking at my past, pouring back into myself. I'm going to keep going. I'm having a hard time tuning into you on this one. I normally don't have any trouble at all picking up on your energy. Are you hiding something from me, Kathy? You want all you want. I don't fucking care. Your business is your business is your business. At date night with one of the kids. Oh, that's awesome. One of the bluebirds of happiness, maybe? Thank you, girl. All right. What Spirit wants you to know about the Seven of Wands, what you're standing up and looking at. You're looking at a golden mask versus a white mask. Okay. And Spirit's like this Eight of Wands here, this transformation with the new ivy around her. This is Spirit's encouragement. Seven of Wands to Eight of Wands. You stood your ground here, and because of that, you're getting spiritual help. The new North Node, no, the South Node, what you're being pulled up out of, it's two angels bringing protection. Okay, this is you like understanding and allowing Spirit to pull you towards your destiny. Okay, potential outcome. Why has God forsaken me? But these are all angel hands all around. Angels bringing protection. There's 4 sets of hands here, and you're like, where are my blessings? Where are my blessings? What kind of blessings? the ones that you've always dreamed of, the ever-turning dream. Spirit's trying to help you there. Why 5 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ace of Wands. It's the balance of swords and passion. Thought, learning. Okay, King of Swords, driven by fate. And then we've got the Ten of Swords, driven by the Ace of Wands behind a closed door here. What are we ending? It's like this Ace of Wands, is this the person you're turning down? Maybe it used to be fun, or like you're like, no, I just want more now. I'm healing that place in myself of where I want someone who puts in just as much work as I do. I don't want to always be worried about a tower, but I feel like it's more of a surprise. Tell me more on potential outcome. Why is she not seeing her dream yet? 5 to 7 Pentacles, 5, 6, 7, Taurus energy. We're right now in 6 of Pentacles, but Mars will enter 7 of Pentacles. I feel like that's when this comes through. So once Mars hits 20 degrees, I put my notes up every day. That's when this transformation is hitting. Yeah. I don't know what you're walking away from. I feel like it's a none of my business kind of thing. But you're doing it. Okay. Move this because I have on shorts and that's driving. It's irritating. Okay. What are you? Yeah, you're like, I'm worth more than just passion behind closed doors. It's fated for you to step into this Aquarius energy. I know that's your 7th house of one-to-one partnerships. It's coming. Just focus on you. But by you saying no to one thing, there, right there, saying no to what's not satisfying or not everything that you want, there's the 9 of Cups wish fulfillment. That's the daddy saddy test here. But I mean, you got to put 10 swords kind of like in it's an old passion, but it was like never really everything you wanted. And you're saying no more. You're standing on higher ground here. Okay. I hope that's making sense. Heart, home, and compassion. Like I said, like it's the letting them down easy thing. If you're breaking this person's heart, you're like, thank you for the offer, but looking for something a little different. Not that you're not great, but give me advice for Kathy, please. I can't quite tap in if it's a work. It feels like love and money, like kind of tied together. Well, there's the Herald of Change there with that Wheel of Fortune energy coming in back to the 30. In 10 days, we will hit a 30 day. Mark your calendar for 10 days from today, Kath. Galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. Could be Virgo energy, 24, which is a 6 of the lovers. If you were taking only 2 instead of a even mix of 3 to 3, if you were the one providing everything, by you saying no to that, even if they were fun for a hot second, that's what gets you. That's your transformation here. That's how you know you passed whatever this is. Yeah. And then 12. So in essence, 12, 12, 12. 36 is a 9. Yeah, you're done. Okay. This is a really cool card. You should go Google this one. I think it's the first one I ever pulled from this deck. This is about literally being able to tap into spirit. So you might want to You might want to, it's like connections. The mushrooms are the kind of the internet of the forest. They communicate, the animals, it's all the vibration, right? It's like this network of things. All these inner, one thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next. Okay, I hope that made some sense. I don't normally, the energy there is not usually that staticky. If it's because I wasn't supposed to say your business, that's fine too. I would not. I might tease you about what energies I saw. Okay. Yeah. Like you by you going, where is it? Where nope. All you gotta do is stand your ground and say no to what is not what your head and heart are not agreeing on. Something about 10 days. All right. Up next, Miss Pega. Then we have Monica, CJ, and Haley. I love that she's hanging with the kiddos. Okay. Miss Pega, what's going on with you here? Do we have some spinners? I know you're in Vegas, but I don't think it meant that kind of spinner. All right, get it. Let me get a sippy do here. Oh, I need to plug in my phone. As always. Okay. Right here. Take a full breath for me, Peg. Lot going on. I saw that 7 of Cups again, which was the situation in the general read. Okay, you're here. And speaking of cards from the first read, Justice, Energy, Karmic Balance coming in. But the first thing I saw was putting out fires down here. What are you putting out a fire for? A faded fire you're meant to put out. Okay. Situation. This is a shared dream of calm waters of 2 people of very balanced energy. One very artistic, one very grounded, but you see your true selves. That's the sun energy today. That's the confirmation and validation of who we are, the 6 of Cups energy. Okay. And that's because they hear our unguarded graphic truth. Maybe you need to speak this to get your karmic justice. The 3 of Pentacles, all these 33s driven by the 3 of Swords. You might need to speak this to get your karmic justice. Okay. Opportunity, the Devil, patterns, repeating a pattern. Nope, it's a lesson. It's your own lesson. The Hierophant energy, the 5 of Change, guiding the 15 energy. But this is Persephone. She lives half of her time below Earth and half the time on Earth. She having a damn good time. Feel like it's an opportunity for you to have a good time. It could be even driven by, I mean, traditionally the Hierophants can be the marriage card. Let me see if we see the 4 of Wands. But a shared dream is being created out of sorrow of some sort here. Then there's a time. I'm seeing the clock. I don't know that I noticed that on the other times that came out. It went right to the clock that she's standing on. This goes with this. Whoever the shared dreams with, because see how the water is just like so smooth and calm, and you're seeing these reflections of fate. Okay, now this is getting juicy. Recent past, Emperor energy, Ace of Cups at the heart of the reading. This is what that is. Okay, putting out the fire regarding an emperor of some sort, near future. You're going for it, honey. Fuck it, stick. Your vibrational frequency is raising because of the calmness. We should have a 33-day this month. Maybe take a note from Kath's, and today's day 20, so tomorrow's 21. Like, go all the way out, because I don't know on the top of my head when that would be. What's driving that emperor here in the past? 3 of Cups. Well, that's reunion energy. Fated to put out the fire, fated to for this karmic justice for your. This is like, okay. So here there's a person trying to put out the fire, but look how little he is compared to your energy. It's like kind of like, what's that in euchre? What did my mom used to say? Never send a boy to do a man's job. I don't know why euchre. Okay. Oh, so what's euchre about? It's about having, and I hate even saying that now, it's forever ruined. But TRUMP, it just means that you have the winning suit. You have the winning suit. Okay. Heart of the environmental energy at a crossroads about a love offer, Ace of Cups. It's a vibrational raise, and there's a bluebird of happiness on the top of that cup being offered from spirit. This is your karmic justice, honey. Okay. Page of Wands being driven by Page of Pentacles, communication. And again, we've got the snake energy, master teacher, lessons learned, someone communicating about their lessons. I'm liking the matching energy. Okay, well, what's the block here then? Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, being driven by Knight of Swords. Look at all these pairings. Fast and slow. But one person's fast, one person's slow. What Spirit wants you to know, keep focusing on just the Ace of Cups. And so you are here. It's the heart of the reading. She's only, out of all 5 cups, she is only looking at this one. Eyes for one cup with the bluebird of happiness on it. And then there's the blue wings. Something about blue. You can express yourself. Yeah, there's someone in her moon up here. That's why she's focusing on the one love cup. That's good. That's what brings our manifestation to fruition. All right. What's driving the 5 of Cups from Spirit? 9 of Swords, a heavy burden in your environmental energy. But you're like, I'm not putting my head down and focusing on the burden. I'm focusing on the love. I'm focusing on the cups. I'm focusing on the shared dream and calmness. This faded mirror that's reflecting back in the water. Okay. Potential outcome, Ace of Wands. Shh. That's a song. Well, she's weird, but she wore the swan as an outfit to some big award show. Again, I'm dating myself, but she's like, shh, the song has shh in it. I don't know. I'm only hearing that part. Look at her. She's trying to listen. Page of Swords is listening for information. The Page of Swords observes. And when I picked that's what's driving the Ace of Wands. And I just went, shh, it's right here. Okay, we got 3 pages now, but what page do we not have? Swords, Pentacles, and Wands. We don't have the Page of Cups because we've got the Ace of Cups. This is a bird in the hand, but it's at the crossroads energy here. Now, with the environmental energy, situation of Three Swords, book ending what Spirit wants you to know, Nine of Swords, you're not focusing on the painful part. Ten of Wands, the burden here at the bottom of what's being observed. Okay. All right. Burden of a Two of Cups, and you got independent energy coming up. Okay. So Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles, and the potential outcome. And this is a choice of movement. And again, we've got these very different energies, but they are evenly yoked. And this is a choice, because by focusing on the one cup, then the two cups comes. Here it comes. I don't see, I just have the Emperor. I don't have the Empress, which I don't love, but that's in the recent past. Celebration or reunion energy, but Emperor is very, very stubborn, and they can be a real asshat without the Empress on the table. There's the Queen of Cups, person's listening for love. Is that what that is? What's this Emperor in the recent past here? Give me what is that the person trying to put out the fire much too late? It's just not, as your energy has gotten bigger and bigger, their energy has gotten smaller and smaller. What's with this Emperor is dilly-dallying back and forth, not using their voice, because remember, in this deck, she has her chin is like down on her clavicle. She doesn't even have a throat chakra, and the blue throat chakra is featured here in the situation. Bluebirds of happiness at the heart. That's the Two of Pentacles being driven by. There's the Empress. And I was bitching about, I don't like seeing an Emperor on the table without an Empress, but Emperor and Empress seek each other's equal reflection. But there's somebody small who's trying to put out a fire much too late. I feel like this is your karmic reward big time here. If I'm asking about an Emperor and look at all the blue the Empress is surrounded in, are you the one that's not using your voice here? Six of Pentacles, we're not quite sure who is the beggar and who's the giver, because these people are dressed in rich clothes. They're finely dressed. And the person giving is just in muslin. It's like, why is the poor person, not saying, why is the poor person, the person with less, giving to the people who already have? Okay. What's this lesson of the Hierophant and patterns? Reverse Hermit. This is like a violet flame energy. Do you see her mirror reflection? It's not here yet. There's a ninth step to complete first, driven, but then there's the offer. Yep. It's just not here yet, babe. Okay. Yeah. Eclipse energy. There's something else eclipsing that's making you feel, again, her mouth is covered here. And I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor and I don't like it one bit. Oh no, he's nibbling my toe. That person putting out a fire, nibbling the toe. But in this deck, the more she struggles, the more she resists, the tighter that boa constrictor squeezes. There's the Seven of Cups again. Why isn't it here yet? Because it's something to do with an eclipse. And I did talk about creativity here in the near future, how spiders dismantle, some certain spiders dismantle their whole creation when an eclipse is coming. And then as soon as that eclipse is over, it rethreads the web. And it's like it's potential because we have to learn the lesson of this pattern. You have to use your voice here for the actual tangible 3D reality of this to come in. Whatever we're struggling, this is like, let it go. As soon as you stop resisting and go with the flow of energy, whereas it's trying to push you towards, then that boa constrictor stops squeezing. That made sense. Okay. What advice we have here? Nope, they want the other. Jeez, you have a guide that's very bossy today. Advice for Peg. Maybe because there's so many different contexts in the wisdom of the oracle. All right. I mean, shamans, I know you have that deck that has different contexts too, I believe. Advice for Peg. Card was like, yeah. All right. It did come out in reverse. So it's like this Three of Pentacles is on pause while you're dealing with some not so great energy. And we've got the 40 here of co-create. So you would want to read that protection message. A leopard never changes its spots. And then we've got the wisdom of the owl, and then the wisdom of the owl is right in the middle of this new egg, the new creation, the new opportunity, the new spots are forming. You're changing your spots. Changing your spots. All right. More 15 energy, message in a bottle. And we had all those pages here. Old school telephone and stars are inside of that bottle. Yeah, there's your surrender, honey. You're just waiting on word to when you can surrender. Loyal heart, 35. And 11 underneath that. By the book. This is karmic justice. I feel like you've done something by the book here. I just don't understand why the block. If I get anything more than Monica, I got you next, babe. Why the block? King of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. So, for me, that comes out as partner energy. And it's like a mental prison. This Eight of Swords is what keeps you from making the judgment call, because the only two cards in this entire deck where the angel has, that was shark. Chartreuse wings. The only reason we're stuck here is because we need to make that judgment call, right? Green wings. Green wings. Oh, the heart chakra. Okay, green. That was a really sharp stab. And maybe rewind to what I was getting at right before that, because that stopped me in my tracks. That was really sharp. And it was like a like it felt important. But then it's also like enough to make me stop chatting. And I don't know why that is. I feel like you may just rewind, figure out what that was. Co-create is in the resistance position. So definitely check that out. I got this messages all over the dang place here. Oh, yes, Bjork. That's exactly. That's exactly who that was. I don't know why. Like, oh, because she dared to be different. She dared to go against the norms. I know there's a connection to swans for Ange, but going against the norm. Okay. I mean, I like that environmental energy. Woo! Oh, you know what, too, with that, with last night's square of Mercury squaring, that's what it was. Mercury and Cancer squaring Saturn and Aries. It's that can cause a little murkiness and confused communication, delays, little static in the energy. Okay. All right. But I did just see poise there also. Monica. All right. I'm going to get you a oracle first. Oracle first. Oracle first. Okay. I mean, that's not so unusual, but in specifically, oracle first. Okay. More 7 energy with that 43, deep knowing. Another owl. You got like double moons here going on. Crossed by co-create. Again, the double owls. Deep knowing about what you want to co-create. Underneath that Empress energy there with a new beginning moon. A fox for me is Empress energy. Time for a nap. Okay, slow down here. Trust your knowing. Well, there was a Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Trust your knowing about what? You coming in as the 9 of Cups, how to unlock your wish fulfillment situation by climbing up out of a 10 of Pentacles. That is antiquated. That lesson is done. That little fairy up the top is leaving that old dress and heading off to start with a new 10 of Pentacles. You learn everything you could learn here in this situation. And the opportunity, 2 of Pentacles, evaluating wish fulfillment, laying out the pros and cons to something. But again, she's not using her voice here. What is driving your 9 of Cups energy? A new start, the creatrix, the magician, all 4 aces of potential energy. Bubbles, effervescent. See how these, like this is both kind of swirling up. The cups over here are swirling up. The bubbles are swirling up. But this comes out of calm water, this new creation. Okay. What's driving the 10 of Pentacles? Spirit's trying to yank you up out of there. 8 of Wands toward new growth. This is like, come on already. She's got her wings, but she's having to be dragged. She's having to be dragged out there. You got your own damn wings. Spirit, I got my own wings. And the Spirit's like, yeah, but too slow. I got to yank your ass up out of here. Stop it. 22. Okay. So what you guys don't know, she's an 11/11 birthday. So what is driving the weighing back pros and cons is you can pick that old mirror and get the same white dress, the same results, or you can step into your rose energy by making a different choice. Okay. And Spirit's yanking, like it's a yanking emphasis. Okay. Empress energy in the recent past. King of Pentacles. husband partner energy. Heart of the reading is you already have like you are an expert already. Eight of Pentacles, they want you to climb up out of this 10. Okay, yeah, you're an expert here, but it is going to require some math and precision. A compass, so that makes circles. That also use it for sailing and planning out sea trips. That's not even the proper. What's a sea trip? That would be my stomach growling. Sorry. A sea trip. What's driving your Eight of Pentacles here? Knight of Cups, renewal, Pisces energy, full moon there in the center, like we were seeing on this card here. This is about pouring into your own self. Since it's in the environment, you're an expert at pouring in to a King of Pentacles. Okay, near future, Persephone's got a little knowing laugh there. She ain't mad at it. I mean, look at his abs. Sexiest devil I ever saw. Near future, driving the devil energy, the crossroads. Okay, so what is devil energy, guys? Everybody has one, and if they say they don't, then that is what we must learn. That is our devil. Patterns. It is fear. It is ego. It is fear commandeering the ego. Fear to make a decision. And this is willful blindness here. That's either the person in your environmental energy that needs to make a different choice of action. Okay, Two of Pentacles, what you're juggling here without talking about it. Okay, Block, the Hermit, Violet Flame energy there, looking in the mirror. It's a beautiful card. I love that rendition of the Hermit. This is like the lesson learned. The 9 and 9 are bookending. 99 problems, but what ain't one? Empress, what needs to not be one? We need to be in that surrender energy. This is where we are now with the moon. So recent past. Okay. Driving the Hermit energy. Four of Swords with the Lovers in the sky. In reverse, this would be not healing. As the King of Pentacles not healing, and then the Empress is not learning. Okay, fair enough. What is Spirit wants you to know? Six of Pentacles here. Why is this the person giving when these are people that are already well capable? They don't need to be begging here. But why are we still giving when they have more? It's like depleting. Yeah, this is what you need to climb out of. Okay. Potential outcome, repeating the cycle of exhaustion because we're not using our voice to choose a new action here. Whatever Spirit's trying to yank you up out of. Why you exhausted? Again, another 9. Two of Cups driving this Six of Pentacles, driving the 9 of Wands, Page of Swords. An observer, that can be, I mean, in this day and age when everybody's on social but me, this can be spying energy. It's going to be someone keeping an eye on you. But what Spirit wants you to know here is what they're trying to yank your ass up out of and toward, or another person, is this Two of Cups, where you're choosing to walk to. Because he's a fixed energy there. He ain't moving. She has to be the one that chooses to walk and place her foot underneath his branch. Okay. Why are you exhausted here? Queen of Swords, always having to be the one that's discerning. Knight of Swords, the one to talk. The Knight of Swords can fly really fast at the mouth. Maybe that's what's exhausting. We're tired of, what are we exhausted from? Talking. Okay. Page of Swords driving that Nine of Wands. Someone's watching how exhausted you are. What's driving your Queen of Swords is the lessons of the Page of Pentacles, the messenger. The lessons already learned because the snake is a skeleton. You've already learned the lesson of discernment. What's driving the Knight of Swords? Oh, those are the most two fun things to say in tarot. Knight and nine. The Nine of Swords, this mental prison, is what's driving the conversation here. Knight of Swords, that's fast. Gemini, both are Gemini in Gemini time while the sun is in Gemini. We are literally exactly halfway through Gemini season. We got 15 days left. Why is the Hermit the block? Why is the Hermit in reverse? Not seeing the steps or the learning here. Okay, the Hermit's the block because of the Chariot. Like, Chariot wants to go, go, go. This is delivering our heart's greatest intentions, but remember the soul drives the Chariot. So the head and the heart must be in alignment. The yin and yang must be connected. And in the past, if we have an Empress that's not learning her Hermit lesson, yeah, both Cancerian energies. So your moon, moon energies in this deck, she has to look at the shadow. She has to change the synapse that are firing in her head there. She has to change the neural pathways. And what's driving the Chariot is the moon. Even if you don't know, even if you have to drive the Chariot in the dark, your soul will lead the way. And there's Six of Swords here. Spirit's leading you to calmer waters about whatever this head buried in the plumage of the peacock feathers is. Can also be travel. Even if you don't know where you're going, you've got to trust that Spirit's going to lead you there. If it's aligned in your head and heart, then you must go. Yeah, there's Power card. Advice for near future of this Two of Swords repeating a pattern. Yeah, I already said it. You just got to walk towards your truth, Ace of Swords. And near future, stuck for repeating a pattern. And Ace of Swords always means, yep, that's right. And if that weren't enough, what's driving the Ace of Swords is the Eight of Cups. Staying in the same body of water without finding the tributary that leads to the ocean. Moon energy. Yeah. Repeating a pattern of just being pissed off. Five of Swords. That's the Fafo card. Alrighty, Rue. Okay. Trust your deep knowing here. That's why the Hermit's in reverse. Like, the Hermit fucking knows. He's the smartest dude. He's old. He has had a whole lifetime of experiences. The Empress knows how to tap into all her lifetimes. Okay, there's a deep knowing here. That leopard's got to change its spots. Empress, that needs a little bit of a break. and then look. As soon as the Empress takes a motherfucking break, I got soulmates. Then the countdown starts. 6, 5. The block in the outer layer. 4. We had 3s galore here. Co-creates a 4. And then with that 8 of Cups, I said you had to find the tributary back to the ocean. You have to go even if it's dark. You just have to trust. And it says to the sea. All right. I hope that helped you. Miss CJ, let me know that you're still here, please. Let me know you're still here. Miss CJ, I hope that helped. Monica, to the sea, and it's another flipping 7. Come on. Why the block? 7. You got to get in the chariot. Oh boy. Glad I didn't see a tower, because a lot of times if I see spirit trying to yank you up out of something, I'll see it. Didn't hear. Didn't hear. All right. Maybe this is the little can't get your compass feet on the compass in the sea and the ocean and whatever I said back there. Oh, to the sea I shall go. Awesome. Okay, Miss CJ, I don't know if you've ever had a tarot reading before. Oh, you're so welcome, Miss Kath. You are so welcome. An angel with a smile on her face. Aw. That's so cute. Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely. You're welcome, Miss Peg. Bjork. I still don't know why I got that reference for you, but maybe you do. You're like, I know exactly what that is, but I think it's going away from the norm. That's what I could pull on that. All right, Miss CJ. Miss CJ, let's get your messages for your best and highest good. And since I haven't pulled for you before, angel spirits and guides, ancestors of the highest white light known and unknown, who love CJ and I unconditionally and have our best and highest good in their mind, please, with CJ's permission and the guides that CJ utilizes with their permission, for my guides to talk to her guides. All right, CJ, you got follow Miss Peg's footsteps here. You got the justice energy coming out, karmic balance come and due. What's driving that is standing your ground on an old version of you. She's looking down at the masks. So our masks are the different roles that we play. Right, we got our mom mask, we got our on the job mask, we got our lover mask, we got best friend masks, right? And so this karmic justice is because you're releasing an old version of you. Yeah, someone that you're just not anymore. Okay, good. Ooh, situation, 2 of Cups. That can be a renewal. Where is Cancer sitting at her first decan? We've already passed. Oh, Mercury, communication. So this could be a love offer being communicated. Especially with that justice energy, she does hold a sword, which is about truth telling and game birds feathering their nest. That, I don't know if you can see, but her head is a bird, right? That's pretty cool. And that's potentials are expanded through ruthless self-honesty. We're growing in our communication skills here. And the 2 of Cups is I want what you want wants you. Driving that energy is either somebody in their head, or there's a burden that you would need to stand your ground on an old burden for. for this Two of Cups to come in. Okay. The opportunity card number 3, King of Swords, driven by the King of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for someone to match your energy. I want what you want. I love how you love. It's like you're the thinker, and like you have the masculine energy, and this person is coming in with the feminine energy, simply yang and yin. We all have that inside. Maybe you have a lot of air placements and fire placements, perhaps, especially book ending Libra and Aquarius there. Okay. Let's keep going. Recent past, King of Cups. Look at these kings. One more king, and that's the Emperor energy. Heart of the reading, 10 of Cups. Damn. Okay. Bye, CJ. I don't know. You don't need to be here. It doesn't feel like. Feel like you already know where you're going. All right. Driving the King of Cups in the past. This is somebody that you left behind. Okay. You already made a judgment call here in the recent past, and it could be that it really hurt your heart here, because surrounding the King of Cups in this deck is like Tower energy has fallen, which would denote making a judgment call, walking away from something that just had no life left in it. And like, it doesn't feel like you wanted to. Know that you did everything that you could do, whatever this was, that it feels like you were the decider here. Okay. 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment, the heart of the reading. This is the 1111 card energy, where Chiron, the healer, is sitting right now. The 4 of Wands, that's the carry water, chop wood energy. Feed the kids, go to work. Is that the right one? Yeah. Feed the kids, pay the rent kind of thing. 4 of Wands is a one-to-one connection of some sort. And it feels like maybe they're trying to come back towards you, because again, surrounding you is the feminine energy, Pentacles. Okay. That's also Taurus, so that's Venus energy. Are you intellectualizing love in some way? Because the 10 of Cups can be like everything must look perfect from the outside. But because the 2 of Cups is a situation, something you're choosing, thought to walk towards, okay, this grounded energy, Earth. This is like, rainbows and butterfly kisses, because it's with the 2 of Cups. This feels good, but you had to sacrifice. You had to make a really, like, it hurt your heart. I'm sorry, babe. Like, it hurt your heart to walk away from. But understand, again, I don't know how new you are to tarot. Judgment energy, Archangel Michael. This is your soul set this up. They set up this judgment call so that you could evolve. And it sounds like this 2 of Cups jumps to a 10 of damn cups pretty quickly. It's a match. Okay. But we did not get here easily. Maybe it really feels like if this, like, yeah, it's gonna hurt now, but it's better in the long run. This could be someone pushing back or trying to stand the ground on justice can sometimes involve the law. I don't know if this was a divorce for you, but maybe if the other person tried to push back on that, or one party did. Near future energy, Page of Cups. I'm looking back at all the past ways in which my heart may have been broken here before. I understand that I'm the common denominator in this deck here. The green is our heart chakra, and this Page of Cups understands that in order for her to fill her own cup, she's got to look back at her past skeletons here of when she's been devastated before and has had to walk away before, perhaps. Driving the Page of Cups is the Page of Pentacles. Boy, oh boy, that Mercury energy is coming in strong. Potentials are expanded through ruthless self-honesty. You're doing that. And then, boom, 10 of Cups. Damn. Like, 10 of Cups is everybody that we love and that loves us. This is a social circle. This is someone within. The whole heart of this reading is about, it feels like it's kind of more focused on love and having to make judgment calls that are tough, even if it hurts another person. If it's better for you, if it's not for the best and highest good of all involved, we wouldn't be seeing karma coming in here offering you a damn 2 of Cups, let alone a 10. Okay, so you did the right thing. The block was the nostalgia over, in this deck, the 6 of Cups. Again, I was saying 6 Cancer, cups are water energy. Literally where Gemini, the sun is right now, we're in 6 of Cups energy. So the block in reverse in the card number 7 is, this is like a nostalgia, being stuck on something, a swan. I'm getting a right BP. I was stuck on maybe with a twin, someone very like me, King for Kings. But that swan had sung its last song, and the nostalgia was holding me there, even though it felt devastating. Okay. Yeah. Tore up from the floor up. Emotional dissatisfaction here in the block as well, on the either in the other person or just in your own balance of energy. We stayed out of kind of duty just because there's a long history here, even though it really did a number. Okay, I hope I'm hitting something here for you, babe. It'll keep you on path. Okay. How do you show up here? Oh, you have to, I know, that is, I have, yeah, you can't, if I panned over to here, it's ridiculous how many decks I have. All right, next card out. What Spirit wants you to know, you don't have to stay in a mental prison about this. I was mentioning earlier, these are the only 2 cards that have this angel with these chartreuse wings. This is the Liz Houston Dream Keepers Tarot. And there are 2 ships here, which for me are soulmates. So if you had to make a judgment call, and I do have 3 kings total here. So if you had to make a decision between 2 people, I feel like it was the right one. Okay, and what's driving that while you're up in your head? Emperor energy. I said we're 1 king short of Emperor energy. Well, what Spirit wants you to know, I don't see an Empress. Like, this Emperor energy can be a real drag, a real burden. Let's see if we see the Empress energy. No. So that can mean a masculine energy was a real ick day. Like, gave you no choice. Like, you had some like loyalty here. Okay. I like to come down diagonals. Justice, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Now, what can block with the ruthless self-honesty part is, did I just try to paint that everything was okay when really I'm living like my heart is devastated? It's like a shit show, but look at the white picket fence. Everything is fine. Why? Like now looking back, why did I do that? Why did I paint the picture of rainbows and puppy kisses when he's standing like there's nothing? It's rubble. Okay. Well, we learned that from the silent generation. I don't know if you were also raised by a grandparent or not, but they said nothing. And then our generation ahead of us, boomer generation, they did what they were told. They minded their P's and Q's. They didn't chase their dreams. They are now, which is lovely, but it's just like, do what you're told. You have loyalty here, even though I think because you did that, you're getting the real deal now. You're getting this Three of Pentacles, this shared dream, this new start. Crescent moons are a sign of new beginnings. And yeah, you got confident energy here, someone coming in that is opposite of your energy, because yin needs yang, yang needs yin. So either this person is very, very good looking, Queen of Wands, usually kind of are a showstopper kind of energy, but they think you're equally as beautiful. What king are we missing? Swords, Pentacles, Cups. Oh, we're missing the King of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands instead, who's the master manifester. And look, I don't think I've seen that in quite a while. The blue wings here. This is driving this guy. This is a match. She has like a Sagittarian bow. I don't know why, because it's Mars energy, Aries and Scorpio, but it's still fire. Someone very good looking is coming your way here. And interesting in the environmental energy, if this was a person like standing their ground or maybe fighting you on this fairness of justice, environmental energy person, if someone else is pushing back on their masks, and this is someone who now sees themselves for who they are. This is a springboard back to confidence if this is just your own yin and yang. I don't know if this is an Aries, Emperor, Queen of Wands. I don't know if that is the person that had you stuck in a mental prison here, but the only person that can pull us out of that is ourselves. Nobody can help us out of Eight of Swords because it's rumination, right? And with the opportunity as King of Swords, it's like taking ownership of your thoughts, recognizing when you're ruminating, employing tactics to not go down that road. All right. Why is the part of the reading 10 of Cups here? Looking back at the dream, even though there was nothing, there was literally no bones to pick. Bones were all dry. Okay. Knight of Wands, finding your passion again. Oh, were they just good in bed? Okay, Five of Cups is Scorpio energy, Nine of Wands, more Sag. So you could have repeated this pattern endlessly. Like we maybe held on for a while. We went in circles with this because we were afraid we were going to regret what it would look like to other people, or it feels like what maybe your mind was convincing you of you know, marriage is that's just how it's supposed to be. But like this judgment call it wasn't what it looked like to other people. Not really. Because your block was the loyalty. It's what didn't make you feel good. What else flipped over here? Yeah. You were like silenced and you just decided to stop struggling, stop fighting it. Leo energy strength. And there's the King of Wands on the bottom. This feels big time like the nodes of destiny. I'd be really interested to look at your chart. Woo! All right, that was something. Quite a first reading, CJ. All right, advice. Oh, okay. Speaking of our 20-day, there's the imagine, I put it in my notes, the power of aligning imagery and feelings. And the journaling question is, what do we need to believe in order to live the life we want? What do we need to believe in order to have a real 10 of Cups and not just one that presents itself as one to everybody else? Okay, and then speaking of Leo energy, there's the 8 again. So we had the 8 of strength driving that energy community, seeing something from a higher perspective. And there's my chartreuse parrot right there to match those green energies. Oh, yeah, ascension lessons. When I very first got this deck, I did a Stairway to Heaven. I think, no, it was the Wish You Were Here. 2 lost souls living in a fishbowl year after year, running around the same old ground. Tell me, have you found? Wish you were here. And we got soulmates there, 41 energy. Okay. This could be someone in your community that introduces you to someone, but this is the spirit asking you to manifest something new. Imagine the dream, imagine peace. Imagine this new beginning exactly how you want it. What do you need to believe in order to have the life that you want? I hope that helps you. I hope that helps. Is that Randa? Oh, there you are. I just said, if she pops up, look for her, because I promised to put her at the top of the stack. I'm betting you have different time zone or something, Miss Randa. I'll add you on after Kaylee. So, Kaylee, you up next, girl. Let me know you're still there. Thanks for coming back. I'm thinking you must be just getting home from your day at this time, because I think you caught us at the end last time too. Well, welcome, welcome. All right. I hope that helps you, CJ. That made some sense. Okay. Never know what I'm gonna get when I'm learning to swim in someone's energy. So all right, Miss Kaylee. Oh, and I forgot to tell Monica that I figured out a new name for my OLPs, which are old lady pills. The alarm goes off at 8:30. It's just progesterone, but and what else do I take? Oh, something with an M for stopping your legs, doing the restless leg thing, magnesium. And I just started taking zinc also. So, Miss Randa, certainly, yeah, you can certainly put your question out there, and that way I can focus on a specific context that would help me. That I'm not giving all the available scenarios. All right. Miss Kaylee, what we got for you on the split? 8 of Pentacles and our Judgment energy. An expert at making judgment calls. Okay. And Kaylee, best. All right. There you is. High Priestess energy. That is today's life path 2, but with the special energy of judgment, and both of those just showed up. So, Miss Kaylee, all right, you're coming in as the High Priestess. The situation, Mom and Hard here, Queen of Pentacles, doing everything. There's some luck here coming through for you with those rabbits reaping the harvest here soon. And Knight of Pentacles as the opportunity here. I like that it's like kind of gives an imagery of the Fool holding on to the pentacles that you've created and move it into this new leap of faith here, trusting your intuition. Surrounding you, someone in the 8 of Swords, 88 energy, 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Well, damn, that's like opposite of your energy. And Justice as the opportunity. You're like, already gone. Who is this? Recent past, 7 of Pentacles. I'm heading towards my ever-turning dream, my luck. 2 cards here of Jupiter energy. Something's happening while Jupiter's in Cancer here. And I think I forget, I think it's through July, then we head into Leo. Maybe it is, you don't have to look. Just text me and I'll look it up. Part of the reading, the judgment call, making the judgment call, like a boss, emperor. What you bossing up for? Okay, recent past, husband energy there with King of Pentacles. Okay, you did plant a seed here, but then that was walked away from. Her the reading, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Walked away from love towards strength, Aries and Leo. It's like this person just stopped fighting. Yeah, this is not your energy here. Like they're saying by you walking away here, left clutching his heart with nothing around him. Opportunity, justice. Knight of Pentacles. It's like backwards. Okay, the block is the choice of the lovers here. The block is the King and Queen of Cups. Because this person did not show the cards beneath their vest, the emotions. Like King of Cups is kind of a energy of I might do acts of service, but I don't really talk about things a lot. I'm fair. But I may not be mushy gushy like the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups reveals or plays into her strengths as this High Priestess energy because she is guided by the moon cycles. And this was just like, I don't feel guided towards this. This person is not sharing the cards beneath my vest. He doesn't understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the moon and love. They're claiming they do. What's guiding the lovers in the block? Discernment. Yeah, the choice has been made here. Yeah, he did not show the cards beneath his vest. They held back. The Queen of Swords in reverse is not making a decision. Queen of Swords is not talking in a reverse position. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, Four of Wands, 1111 being driven by the Sun. Know if this is new here. What would have to be? I feel like, yeah, these are two distinctly, that it doesn't always feel like that. Two distinctively, completely different energies. All right. Possible opportunity, Four of Wands. Spirit wants you to know Four of Wands with the potential outcome of Five Swords. Fuck around and find out. Someone messing with your happiness or your sun. What's driving Five of Swords? What kind of fuckery is this? Like someone I'd say mind your temper. It feels like they're reacting because it's frustrated, like I'm trying to get loose, I'm trying to get free. And it's just like however they've done things before just isn't working. They're still like fighting the justice process. 8816, they're still like hanging on to the devastation of the tower. Like they're saying, I'm stuck, I can't move, but it's because of the resistance energy of resisting what was coming here. Got another Four of Wands. So soon? I don't know. Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Empress. There's the Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords and Two of Swords. Walking away from ever making a fucking decision about anything. Sorry. I don't know if that's what happened, but it's like they don't ever want to take responsibility for making a decision. And then Spirit, there's your Saggy energy, pulled the Empress up and out of here as a result. Got Eight of Swords, Two, and Two Kings. Do they have another person? Is this kind of person that's like they just can't be alone? Like they need a mommy? Eight of Swords to Nine of Swords. They made progress from Eight of Swords to Nine of Swords because they're still trying to skip out on culpability. Yeah. And then it's just like, fine, give me your fucking pants. I'll put them on and do what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, they gonna learn though. Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, pouring back into you, moving on to calmer waters. You're like, F around and find out. Bye. Like, bury your head all you want here, sir. I'm out. Or ma'am. Five of Swords pairs with the Death. I'm not putting up with any FAFO crap anymore. Transforming out of that. You already made the decision here. Knight of Cups and Temperance. That's this new Four of Wands. That's the soulmate that's supposed to be coming in. And there's your leap. Yeah. Opportunity. You start the process and full moon energy here. And there's a new suitor in front of her. She's standing on a current one and she's kicked past suitors to the curb. She's got a, didn't I say something about a bell? No, I said something about a horn in my write-up because of the Archangel Gabriel's horn of judgment. Yeah, sorry, tangents. OLPs, I thought of, instead of old lady pals, it was, now I forgot it, damn. Movement. You want to move. Tempering wisdom into, like, boom, 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 boom. And this person pretty much, they had their happiness, babe. But I want to use the P word, but I don't want to insult them. There's Miss Crystal. Aw, love right back at ya. Right back at ya. Geez, Kaylee, like, could it be more different flipping energies? Like, how do you know this person? Like, I don't even know how this happened in the first place. Okay. Well, you weren't messing around here. All right. Like I'm in a marriage by myself here to do everything anyway. Was that yesterday's? I do everything anyway. It was something from this week. Well, there's the Sagittarius Herald of Change. Yeah, and this other person straddling between realms. They haven't made like 8 to a 9. Like they're just not moving. They got to be yanked. Maybe his mommy does come and help. Because it's like Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, mommy, Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. I don't want to make decisions. I want to run away and hide, and I don't want to pull up big boy pants. And mom's like, please tell me this person does not have an overbearing mother that did fucking everything for this kid. Like whoever that was, like ruined this person. Oh, you're the most wonderful blah, blah, blah ever. No, he's like emotionally crippled, and I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. Advice, anything else for Kaylee? Saw the crossing. Yeah, 49, the fates. 13 energy. You already got that in your outcome. This is for you to learn. It was set up. Like you have no problem with the change. Okay. It's trying to get something. Yeah. Round and round and round and round. You broke out of it though. 25. We get 2 25s, another 7. There's another 13. Death and transformation. Refusal of the call. Like again, every time it's the bottom, round and round. Like you did the right thing. Okay. I'm feeling very irritated. Not at you. I'm like just being in that person's energy. Like I'm feeling like I just want to like. I have no idea who this person is, mind you. So I don't know. Oh my lord! I will try. Crystal, let's see. Okay, if I can shut my yap here. I hope that made some damn sense, Kaylee, because oh man, I don't know that I could handle being in that feeling that irritated for uh-uh. But my hands are tied. You know who that sounded like? Is that old? Like, was it there a Pat or something on Saturday Night Live? Just not ever making deciding one way or the other. Oh God. Who is that? Good gravy. All right. Miss Miranda. Now let me see. Let me find my glasses. See if you asked a specific question so I could start focusing on that. Aw, you're very welcome, CJ. Very, very welcome. Yeah, I'd be interested in diving into that one a little bit more, that's for sure. Okay, Randa, are you just saying, can I? Oh, how's John Jordan? 7th October of 1992, 10:11. So that's a 21 energy. Tomorrow's a special 21 day, a special path of connection. So how is this person? But never had proper clarity. Okay, so you haven't met in person yet? Well, let's dive in. All right. This sounds fun. I don't get many. Hey, I met someone new, or is there a potential for new? Okay, I like that. All right, messages. And since I haven't read for you before, take a big breath for me there, Miss Randa. Hold it. Exhale as slow as you can and just let all the energy come down your spine right into your seat, or if you're standing, to your feet. Oh, okay. There's your spark of interest right there. Ace of Wands, position one. That's you. But it's behind closed doors. It's like there's a little keyhole there, or is that what that's called? Yeah, a keyhole. And we've got the Fool energy, brand new start, wanting to take a leap of faith towards whatever's hidden in your moon. The moon is about illusion, or what's hidden in our subconscious. The Page of Cups here, situation, you're open. Okay. You're open to love here, and to happiness. There's the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. Okay. Opportunity, the 1111 energy, Four of Wands. There's an opportunity to meet someone that's willing to put in the same actions as you. Maybe they have to get single first. Maybe you do. So in the environmental energy, Nine of Pentacles is independence. It's someone that is has money in their own right. It's this next step. Next step up will be Queen of Pentacles and then Empress energy. So it's the start of Empress energy. So the opportunity is to find a one-to-one connection here of equal action. They might be impressed by your independence, okay, and like your openness to embrace love and just put yourself out there. Okay. Recent past, there's maybe this emperor that you're interested in, or this is you taking leadership towards this passion here, or towards this sparked new interest, driving the emperor. High Priestess energy, that's today's special path of notoriety. High Priestess here driving the emperor. That would be this person may have a lot of water and pentacles placements, water and pentacles, and you may have a lot of fire energy here, or fixed energy. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus placements. Okay, so that would mean that divine people that come in with a lot of fixed energy, or a lot of emperor energy, or a lot of masculine cards, that means you're learning to heal your feminine. You're learning to surrender and accept and call in, rather than going out towards it, right? Calling it into you. And Ace of Wands here, she's, she is stirring up a brew. So maybe you're learning how to meditate. Heart of the reading, strength. It takes just as much strength to call something in as it does to push it away. This is learning to balance with this meditation, whatever you're kicking up and putting out to the universe here, we have to be balanced in our 8. Okay. So 8 energies, if you're a life path 8, for example, 8 energies have to learn that everything happens on the inside first, and then as they change their own yin and yang 8 on the inside, everything comes to you because you're vibrationally different. You change your vibration, and then by you being open to love and focusing on your heart's cup and filling your own cup with passion and fun things to do, leadership, right? Making sure you're balanced in your energy. That's how this can come in and call it to you. May have something to do with eclipse or a timing of an eclipse. Let's see what is driving that strength card. And there's the tangible reward of your manifestation. So when you are balanced on the inside in your own 8, the universe sends that energy to you. It sounds like you're already manifesting this to come in. Do I need more? Near future, you are unlocking this door. So see how right now you're here at the Ace of Wands behind that keyhole, and then in the near future, she's like, "Oh, the keyhole." I kept doing this, right? Your own inner yin and yang. That's what unlocks your wish fulfillment. That's how this opportunity comes in. I already said it, but I had no idea that card was there. And she's literally doing that. Okay, and there's butterflies on those cups. So butterflies of transformation. We are changing our vibrational frequency. Good job. Driving that wish fulfillment, karmic justice, you're due. You're due here. You're due here for something good, babe. What's in the block is feminine energy. I already said it. The moon. So the moon energy is what's hiding in our subconscious. And maybe this is the first time you're ever hearing somebody say, "Oh, I've got to heal my feminine energy." And we're like, "But I'm a ghoul." Right, CJ? But I'm a ghoul. We all have yin and yang, right? Or yin and yang, however you like to pronounce it. The night will always be followed by daylight. The sun goes up, the sun goes down, the tide comes in, the tide goes out. The universe will always balance its energy. So if we help the universe by balancing our own energy instead of resisting, because if she fights, right, it's that we delay our blessings, we delay what's meant to come in for us because we're not changing our own frequency yet. And in this deck, Page of Cups, she's really examining her own heart's cup. What do I want? And the block position being the moon is that maybe you've never heard of shadow work before. Cancerian energy of the moon is the luck comes when we throw our shadow over our shoulder, meaning we've looked at it, we figure out what was hidden in our moon, we get that aha moment of what goes bump in the night, the things that have been knocking around. We figure out our love pattern. That's what this is. And we're like, oh, so for example, if instead like fight, freeze, fawn, or fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So maybe masculine energy, maybe you would have stood and fought your ground or something. That's what you've always done. But then when you look back, like, how did you react at home? Like, how did you protect yourself? Did you stand up and fight? Did you get the hell out of there and just make yourself scarce? Did you fawn and try to overplease? I'm not seeing that here. Because then one of those same 4 patterns F's with our adult life, because we don't realize we're subconsciously that old pattern is leading us around by the nose. So I think things really shift here for you when you are in a receiving energy. What's driving the moon as the block? Queen of Swords, discernment. So that could be like overly discerning here. If this is another person, Queen of Swords is Libra energy. So even though it's swords and masculine, there can still be a femininity to that because she's the justice energy, right? She is the decider. So not being able to discern here in the past what was patterning, what was intuition. Maybe you were fighting your intuition with your Emperor energy. Okay, because this is definitely feminine energy here of your intuition trying to talk, and you're like, nope, I just know how to do. Great when we are in the moon cycle climbing up to the full moon, but then when I'm asked to throw my hands up and say we, going down to the new moon, it's uncomfortable. So you may just be more comfortable in a doing energy, but that's a pattern here that may have been blocking love because we just didn't we didn't discern that it was one. That's all. You're at the right place at the right time for sure. We've all been working on this pretty heavy. What does Spirit want you to know? There's celebration here. Celebrations afoot, driven by an offer, Knight of Pentacles, feminine energy. Again, when you take a leap towards your feminine energy, the heart of the reading is Ace of Pentacles. This is coming. You're unlocking this. And I did mention Justice. I forgot that was here. They're double Libra energy. And you did say a date, but I forget what it was already. 7th of October would be then the end of October is going to turn into Scorpio. So yeah, that'd be still Libra. Okay, the block is Libra, but in the near future is also Libra. Okay, maybe this person gets in their own way. Unsure about a leap of faith. Okay, let's see what's here in the possible potential outcome. Knight of Swords, communication, Gemini energy. We're halfway through the sun in Gemini right now, and we're in Uranus and Gemini, which is shock and surprises, revolution. Let's see what's guiding the Knight of Swords, more feminine energy. Boy, oh boy. Abundance. Double Queens. It's almost as if, yeah, I mean, that's usually how it works. Like feminine energy heals their masculine energies heal their feminine, but that can still work if we need to heal, if we have an overabundance of masculine energy in our charts. A lot of fire, a lot of wands and swords, then we are working on healing our cups energy by really looking at this past patterns in love, digging underneath the moon in our subconscious here. Okay. Knight of Swords, King of Cups, and Knight of Wands. Okay. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Knight of Wands, Sag. So coming up this fall, and then we've got the Queen of Pentacles here all in her fall gear. Capricorn, what's driving the King of Cups? I feel like maybe this person has to leave an existing connection here, honey. They have to climb out of an old life to be able to enter a new one. But they're manifesting that. I don't know what they're waiting on. What is this person? Yeah, 3 swords. They're going to have to crack some eggs. 33 energy. What is this person waiting on? Or what do they need to climb out of? Because they could be waiting on a Queen of Pentacles, right? They could be waiting on that feminine energy, victory on the side. So depending on, yep, So I always go counterclockwise, which means that would be in the upright. Victory's on pause right now with this person, and with the near future being justice, that could be just very literally needing a separation or needing a legal document, the opportunity for independence. They have to get in a single energy before you can approach. All right, and what flipped here in the deck? Six of Wands progressing to the Seven of Wands. Okay. And Two of Wands, needing to make a different choice of action. Yeah, this person feels like they're still attached here, honey. I don't know if you said that or if you knew that or not. Okay, what is advice here for Randa? How can she step more into her feminine energy? Focus on your own cup. What makes you joyful? What makes you happy? You're already in that mode. You're willing to look. Your heart is open. I love that. And this Five of Cups, traditionally, Scorpio energy is about not focusing on the spilt milk. Five of Cups is old patterns too, right? Because Scorpio is the eighth house, which is secrets, the eighth house of secrets. And this is like things deeply buried in our subconscious. Scorpios need to dive deep. So maybe you need to go a little bit deeper here. You got a really good damn start. So how can you get to this wish fulfillment? It starts with the one cup. We examine all of our past, whatever was behind the closed doors or in the dark. And we are the common denominator, but by focusing on your happiness, we don't focus on spilt milk. We pivot and do a 180 and walk towards the castle, toward the Two of Cups. Yeah. And what you can work on here is this is a shared dream, but this is the way the shared dream comes in. Fill in your own cup first. But you're uncovering some patterns right now. But the opportunity is for an equal actioned one-on-one connection, possibly a reunion, but you're like at the beginnings, kind of an awakening or a discovery lesson or here. I'm going to pull this. I knew I needed this one. Okay. Speak your truth, express yourself. And it's the 8-8 energy. And the 8 is the heart of the reading. And notice that she has like that mask on her mouth. And again, the eclipse, where have you been eclipsed? Were you the fawn person or were you the flight and didn't say anything and just got the heck out of Dodge? Because that could be that shadow element you're hiding. Because if that was the way to keep yourself safe, then we're going to continue to do that, especially in patterns of connection. Okay, surrounding you, this person got another 2, and again the mask energy, remembering his identity. He's smack dab in the middle of another lesson right here. Yeah, I'm not sure if you knew that or not, but then again, Queen, feminine, that's what he's looking for here. But he's got to climb out. He's manifesting Queen energy, but he's got to climb up out of something else first. Woo! Okay. We are almost done, Crystal. Observer, 13 energy. There's your transformation. The fox is Empress energy. You're observing how to step into your divine feminine, heal your divine feminine energy. Another freaking 8 girl, 44. That's how our own yin and yang is balanced, and then the universe brings in. Okay. 44. And on the bottom of the deck, yeah, this person's still stuck in an old round and round pattern. They're still stuck there. Going the distance, 47, almost ready to cross the finish line of the 11. It does feel like there's some kind of legality needed. Okay. But I do think if they're not attached, it definitely feels like they are. But if even if you don't know if they are or not, I don't see any harm here in you being cordial and being in a fun energy. Hey, let's grab lunch, or I'm not sure if you're seeing anyone, introduce yourself. Okay. I would say don't kind of shy away from it. Just be like, I really share, your ideas about blankety blank. I like that too. There's definitely some shared interests here, but this person's stuck in nostalgia of kind of stuck. So just be aware of that. Okay. Yeah. They're stuck in a pattern right now, which means it's your job to just focus on your own cup. That's how you're going to get to that wish fulfillment. Okay. That's also how you change up the energy of the other person, because if you focus on your cup, your frequency shifts, and then that other person is all of a sudden like, wait, that energy feels different now. And gets their butt in gear to do what they're supposed to be doing with their lessons, right? Again, not sure how familiar you are with tarot, so I'm interested in teaching and helping everybody learn how to be empowered by it, and focusing on, okay, well, what can I do other than just wait around, because waiting does not shift our vibrational frequency. It delays what we want. All right, Miss Crystal, let me know if you're here. I'll tell Leilani we said hi. Oh, thank you. Yes, I of course forgot to say. Hit the love button. Thanks, bag. Crystal, is that you? Let me know if you're still here, girl. I'll pull for you real quick. I think it takes like 30 seconds for your comment to come through or something like that. So I'll give you a second. And if not, I'll just get my car on a shuffle. Randa, I hope that helped. Okie dokie. All right. So, okay, good. I'm glad. And we can certainly too always do a personal reading too, to get you more concrete steps on kind of how to climb closer towards uncovering that, what's hidden in the conscious kind of things. Oh, you're so welcome back, Miss Ma'am. Thank you, thank you. I had when I coached cheerleading, one of the girls' name was Randa. This is years and years and years ago. But her mom was remarried and they had a baby. So she had this little baby sister and would always dress her up in the same cheer colors and stuff. And oh my God, was she as cute as the Dickens. And I just loved Randa. She was a sweetheart. Okay. And I know Crystal's in Australia, so even if you're yelling at me through your phone, like, I can't say anything right now. I know you're working, so I'll leave. Oh, how about you pull you a quickie here, Miss Crystal? All right here. Okay, we're back into your regular energy. Good to see. Situation, still feeling it. Devil energy, some fears. Major, 3 in a row. Empress, Devil, and Hermit. Damn. All right. Ace of Cups being offered to the Empress. And either you or somebody else is in a mental prison at night. 9 of Swords, about a pattern or about something really that feels good. You're like, should I? What's guiding the Hermit? Oh, All right. I don't think you're going to F around and find out with that one. You're like, nope, that's a past lesson. I already know how that story ends, Ange. Okay. Well, I mean, it's true. Empress doesn't F around. She would only accept her equal. So if this person was giving you a love offer and you're like, come back when you're in a higher vibration. Recent past, 7 of Cups. Heart of the reading, 5 of Pentacles. Near future energy, 4 of Swords. And a balsamic moon. Okay, so we're healing some emotional fragmentation, some ups and downs here. Heart of the reading is like feeling a little bit lost, but look at there's 4 sets of hands there, which are all hands of the angels. Angels, the only thing that beats the devil. Like trust your Empress energy here, and like you're having the opportunity of the Hermit. I mean, this is violet flame energy, violet, not blister in the sun. What's that? Let me go wild. Okay. In then out. 5 of Swords in reverse. I already learned the lesson of effing around and finding out. I'm healed from that. Okay. What's driving the 7 of Cups? In the recent past, 8 of Cups. Walking away from some kind of confusion. What's driving the heart of the reading? 5 of Pentacles. Gemini, Knight of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles being, that's where Mars is right now, material acquisition. Okay, focused on your coin. That's nothing wrong with that. 4 of Swords are behind you. Lovers are in the sky. What are we healing here? You're pouring back into you, healing your heart. You know what you've been through, babe. I, of all people, get that. You're on the mend, okay? They're still, angels are still talking to you. The block is the 2 of Swords. Indecision, especially from emotional fragmentation or confusion. It's just temporary. You're coming in as the Empress. Your vibration's fine. 9 of Swords is in the environmental energy as well, as is, this is very like planetary here on this side. So Pluto and Aquarius retrograde. Okay. Knight of Cups, Pisces, North Node. Reading between the lines to infer whatever cannot be fully known. Healing, it's like learning from the past. Are you tapping into, do you know what the Akashas? Are you learning something about the Akashic records or something? That feels very random to say, but not really. Okay, blocking with this 2 of Swords. The new start is still here. The crossroads is still coming, but with that Page of Cups there, looking back into the past at the many, many masks we have worn. Okay, again, that's how, like, we've all been, we're different. We're a different mask when we're 20 to when we're 30 to when we're 40, right? Our mask keeps changing. We mature. What does Spirit want you to know here? Yeah. Confidence. Confidence is coming back. You'll be fine. Yeah, Master Manifester. She can literally like manifest things in real time. The Fool energy. You'll be back on your feet again here soon. Potential outcome, 8 of Swords with 2 ships stuck in your head about a 2 of Cups. I'm not sure if this is where I want to go. I still want to pour back into me. Is this like a love offer coming in when it's not the greatest timing of all? You're like, now is not the greatest timing, man. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 88 energy, because I just been through a damn tower. Fiery energy with more fire, King of Wands. This is a match, babe. King of Wands coming in towards your Queen. Spirit wants you to know you're the damn Queen of Wands. You came in as the flippin' Empress. Situation, the Devil and the Nine of Swords. It's a pattern of rumination. Okay, Two of Cups, Judgment on the Eight of Wands, about communication and setting down the burden. It's like in the original reading, she could see the house. The Ten of Wands was in the environmental energy, but in the recent past. Yeah, someone's coming in to offer a cup, but you're like, this is the worst time. It's like you're just saying this is the worst time ever. Or there's like someone very tempting because it matches your energy. You're just like, oy vey. Judgment call about the Eight of Wands. This is like spirit, like a lot of angel hands here. Like heart, the reading Five of Pentacles, all the blue ribbons trying to show you the way. She's got her blue wings here. Empress is surrounded by blue. Voice, throat. Blue, a blue ribbon winner? Are you going to the, it's not derby time, is it? I couldn't even tell you. I remember going to the races in New Zealand. It was so much freaking fun. Yeah, you're like, this is just like, I appreciate the love. Someone's coming towards you, but just give them some kind of hope if you're actually interested, okay? Like, let them know it's not them. It's just not the right time. Like, you're too stuck in your head right now. Yeah. You're like, I just can't do this right now. What's this situation? Devil driven by the Seven of Swords, a Nine of Swords, a Seven of Pentacles, a long turning dream. It's marked with luck. Reunion energy. I feel like it's just inconvenient timing. I mean, you like it and you like them. Very, very tempting, very sexy. Matches you in energy, action, very fit, active, doesn't like to sit still. And it's just like, yeah, you do like this. This is a seed that's been planted. But I feel like this might actually get you up. This might just be what you need to restart your heart here. I mean, or offering you, I would go. I know it's not the greatest timing, but I think it's going to help. Okay. What is this Knight of, ooh, ear squeeze. That was a yes. It's going to help. What's this Knight of, how are these Knights restore Crystal? How are they going to help her heal and take your power back? Black Panther, Spirit wants you to know, Queen of Wands, Stella getting her groove back. It's here. Your new leap is coming here. It's just the timing is like really shitty. Steve, hey girl, hey. Hopefully the replay is interesting. It was a pretty layered reading today. Like it was a lot. All right. Thank you for popping in. I missed you. Crystal, I mean, it's coming in over and over, babe. And this is the sister energy, right? It's just really shitty timing, but I do feel like you go, maybe even if you don't feel like it, it'll make you feel good to, just look nice. And this is protection. These are gargoyles either side of her. That's spiritual protection. You got it in spades here. They're trying to pull you toward, they're kind of like, go towards this King of Wands. I feel like even if you don't feel like going, there is a spark, you are interested, perhaps a reunion, but you've been expecting this. Possible marriage, come on. Like this is a partnership, babe. It's just like you're just like the timing of it though. You're just in your head. It's okay. I know. All right. What does Crystal need to know here? This is a person too who can help you, who's willing to take on some of that load. That 10 of Wands. They're a person. Oh, that's interesting. Your opportunity, there's a mirror reflection here. And same with this 10 of Wands. They might be walking away from something and finally able to come your way. They're looking at themselves too. Ooh, Garden of Venus. Venus, that's love. Rest and renewal. It's just the timing and that lavender energy again of the hermit. Okay, what does Crystal need to know? Anything else that I didn't cover? Please and thank you, Spirit. Yeah. The 15. This person will move you out of stagnation. They get your butt up and moving. Yeah, you're just like this reunion person. I mean, I definitely moved my butt for that. Ah, there's 14. There's the healing energy of temperance. Experience life as it comes. More blue energy, drifter, like blue everywhere. I said go, girl. That's a go. That's a go from Aunt Ange. Oh, I know. Well, we had a couple new friends come in, so I must have dinner because I hope the microphone didn't already pick up my growling tummy. But let me at least get you an oracle here real quick, Miss Di, if you don't mind. Ooh, exchanging gifts. Okay. Special, because that way, if you can Google the wisdom of the oracle, and they have whether it's a money message or a love message, message of protection, and then just in general, I like how they really delineate. Oracle for Di. 43, deep knowing. 7 energy, July. Owl of wisdom here, a deep knowing about what's hidden in the moon. And then, progression. 42 is driving the 43. This is where Chiron and Aries is right now, which is the chop wood, carry water energy. So, Chiron, the healer. Practicing competence as a spiritual practice or a spiritual principle. And that symbol is a duck pond and it's brewed and it's a feet on the ground, boots on the ground kind of energy. I just had my old school broom out today, sweeping the sidewalk. And we've got 49, lots of four numbers. 42, driving the deep knowing of 43. Maybe you get these messages, Empress energy there. Also, Queen of Swords with that telescope, looking at a star of healing. So this is someone coming your way. I know I wanted to keep going because, wow, look at that. 42 driving the 43, and then we've got the mirror of the 34. So help is coming. Okay. You deeply knowing that this is coming towards you, but then in the meantime, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna mind my business. Maybe you're getting these spiritual downloads. That happens to me because you're not thinking about anything else, right? You're just vacuuming or sleeping or whatever, kind of like a spiritual walk in the woods. 33s were all over tonight's general reading, all over the place. And then 33 to 34. That's really interesting. So if this is someone in your environmental energy here, they're also moving from chaos and conflict and then getting a leg up, 33 to 34. And then you have 42 to 43 with the Empress here bridging both of you. It's like observing one another. By the book. Okay. That's the elephants leading each other. I feel like though you're doing the work. If someone's offering you a leg up, maybe it's like, yeah, I know what the price of that help might be, bringing in chaos and conflict. And then 11, I got to balance out that energy anyway. So no, it's not helping. That's yeah, yang, not helping. I think you're stepping into your action here with your masculine energy, and that's healing of the. I would want to know where the end of Aries is in your chart. I hope you got that. Deep knowing. Yeah, it comes to you when you're not expecting it. Like you're doing something completely different, and then you're like, where maybe this is a Claire that you didn't know you had. What's the deep knowing about? Give Diana some context, please. Is this about a job or about what's healing here in her Chiron placement? So masculine choice, deep knowing about the new choice that you're getting ready to step into, getting ready to put your party dress on, but there's work to be done first. Like, yeah, before everybody can come over, I gotta go sweep the sidewalk. Okay, but masculine energy making the choice. Here comes the Four of Wands. You're choosing a different action, and here comes the 1111, and there's a third 11 for you. And was it one of these? An 11 of some sort? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, by the book. 4 11s. Saturday is a 22 energy. You've been doing the work here. Your karmic justice is coming, babe. Like, I feel like you know it, though. You can feel it coming. I just don't know that it's coming in that, like, maybe you're like, I'm sweaty. I was just cleaning. Why, like, I don't want you to see me like this or something, or like it's just not convenient timing. And they're like, you're fucking beautiful. Right? Oh, this old thing. I hope that helped you. Oh, I have no idea what Masomo, what that means. Okay. All right. You are so welcome. I will see you guys later. See you next week for date night. I love you, mean it. Bye bye.